but it's
There are a few things that
Yeah,
are
me
certain,
again.
that are certain in life. That is death, taxes, and Donnie being interrupted by the intro. Welcome to tonight's episode of Break Even Sports as we cover the sports that we do not talk about on Tuesday's show. So that is going to be some soccer, some FCS talk, and we are dwindling down with the FCS talk because we've got a final going on pretty soon. Did I guess it right? No, I didn't.
No,
And
semifinals.
No, we're in the FCS. No, finals.
Finals. Yeah, you're right.
Final, yeah.
We're in the final. Yeah, we're on the finals now. We will talk about the semifinals. And of course, we've got I'm sure there'll be some other stuff to talk about. There's probably some basketball, probably some hockey. There's one thing in hockey I do want to talk about, a new identity that was unveiled. And we'll get there soon. But I am your host, Virgil, the producer, and I am here with these three lovely gentlemen, and Patrick, Donnie, and Ed. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Doing well. How are you doing, Virgil?
I am doing
Mr.
crappy.
Producer?
I am doing crappy. Do you know why? Do you know why I'm
Why's
doing
that?
crappy?
Let them know.
Well, whenever I start the show and I said I'm in a crappy mood, what team do I usually bring up?
It's a soccer team.
I believe it has to do with the
A Bundesliga team?
Bundesliga 2, yes.
Yeah.
And
Kaiserslautern.
did they make you say CK this weekend?
oh, they lost 3-2 at home to Magdeburg, and I am not happy about that.
How do you lose to Magdeburg?
I don't know, but they were down. Either they were down 3-0 or 2-0, because at some point I did just disassociate from the game.
You just dissociate yourself from it.
They were down 3-0 about in the 50th minute, and they did get two back in the 53rd and 56th, but then after that, nothing. What's so weird about that game, and really the week in general, a lot of the upper teams lost this week. So no one really, even Schalke lost to who did Schalke play? It was somebody I was not expecting them to lose to.
And aren't they at the top of the Bundesliga 2 table at the moment?
They are. Oh, they lost to the team that I complained about a few weeks ago, Eintracht Braunschweig.
Ooh.
So yeah, so Schalke lost.
Eintracht's having a good little mini run of form there.
Well, they pulled themselves out of the relegation spots. So they're currently sitting at 13.
Amazing how that happens, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Amazing
that's great.
how that happens.
But I'm not going to bring my bad attitude, my sour attitude for tonight's show, because we have a lot of happy things to talk about, because a lot of people's teams won this week.
Not mine. Not mine.
Well, okay,
Sunday, but not so much on Saturday.
Let me change it up a little bit. Some people's teams got points this week. Oh no! Oh,
well, I can at least hang my head on that.
well,
Yeah, even though my team was so bad that the guy that doesn't like even being on this show brought them up as an insult.
True story.
that was. You
And
think he had
then,
to You think he had to do ChatGPT to search for a soccer team to do that?
or either that, or a certain man in a Yankees hat fed it to him because he took that and just ran with it. He goes, "No, it's true," and I'm like, Donnie, why do you hate me so much?
I don't hate you. What you talking
You
about?
do.
Willis?
You do.
What you
you
talking
do.
about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis?
I'm not happy with my Premier League team. I can tell you that much. I'm not happy with my La Liga team right now. And so I am not happy.
Let's pour one out for Sir Virgil. Oof.
That was Real Madrid. We knew they were going to lose that game.
Yeah, and didn't Mbappe set like another record or something like that? Didn't he break Cristiano's record?
Probably. I usually at this point I
can't
don't
tell
keep
you
track.
which one it is.
I don't keep track of Mbappe's records because I feel like there's always a new one broken every time. But let's start in Premier League. Oh, well, hold on. We got
Oh.
something else to talk about.
Wait a minute. Mrs. Mayor, is that you?
Whoa!
Say.
Mrs. Mayor, is that you?
Is that Mrs. Mayor right there?
It
You gotta get over
is.
on the camera. Are you serious? Mark?
Oh, are you serious?
Uh-oh. We have
Hey.
some star power on the show.
But I need to stop. I need to stop this right now because I don't think this hat is going to work. So Donnie
Oh, okay.
It's the
has
Yankees
thing
hat.
to do.
It's not going to work.
It's
You know
not going to
what?
work.
Mrs. Mayor is by far the most intelligent of anyone here. So I think that we know that she's right.
It was a special gift.
Oh,
Special gift.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah,
Ooh, I get a
special-
special gift.
uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, what have I got here?
let's
I
put
don't
him on
know.
a solo. Let's open this up. Let's see
I
what
don't
we
know.
got.
Curious now.
Uh-oh.
Things just got real.
Uh-oh.
I
What's
didn't
going
order
on
anything
here?
from Baseballism. What is this?
Yeah, what's going on here?
I didn't order this.
I did.
You didn't order something from Baseballism?
No, but
That's
it's got
new.
my name on it.
That's new. You always
What?
order stuff from there.
I love Baseballism with their.
They always put those little bags in. I love that.
Yeah, always get a drawstring bag from them.
Oh man.
Oh,
Uh-oh. What is that?
What you got there?
I got a feeling.
I didn't buy this hat.
Nope.
All right.
All right. What you got?
I did not purchase this hat.
Oh.
Oh man. Millionaire Mayor is here in
Whoa.
the house, baby.
Oh man.
Look at that.
How does it fit?
All right. That fits nice.
If
Hey, hang on, hang on, hang on.
If it's
Wait a
so
second. Is
money.
that the millionaire?
Hang
Oh
on.
no.
There it
no,
is.
no. Oh.
Yeah, curve that sucker.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's like a stock. It just went down in value.
Oh, look at that.
Oh
It
yeah,
look-
that fits the forehead so much better with that nice little
Where's
curve on it.
from?
that hat looks so money.
Who's it from?
I don't know.
Who? Come on. tell me.
Oh, well, it's got my name on it, but it's got an email address, Blue Jay Crazy Man.
Ed, what are you doing with that kind of
I
email
don't.
address?
I have no idea what you're talking
This
about.
is from Patrick.
Yeah.
Merry
You
Christmas.
just go you go all in on a bit, don't you? You
He
you have
sure does.
sold you have sold
no,
your soul
no.
for the
Let's give
bit
credit.
that I'm rich.
Let's give credit where credit's due. The genius behind the idea was your better half.
That
He's
is
the
a
one-
nice hat, as a matter
I
of
was gonna
fact.
say,
though.
The
Oh,
mayor's
look at
the-
that.
I know.
Oh wow.
Listen. The brains of the operation, because we know it ain't me. I ain't that smart.
He
But
says
you're-
you're the brains of the operation.
yeah, I was gonna say your wife is the really smart one. She's the successful businesswoman.
She says, "Well, you're the brawn."
well, she's very kind, but she's the brains.
That hat is legit.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Mrs. Mayor.
Christmas.
Thank you, Mrs. Mayor. Thank you so much.
That is a
Dude, this is too much.
hello, Becky. Hello, Phil. What's happening, my man?
Man, look at that. But well, I know Virgil's gonna know this because Trollo Virgil would know this, but it's like that Young Ralph song, because I look like money, smell like money.
The first thing I thought about though, and I was trying to think about playing it, was Ted DiBiase's theme.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. money.
But
Man,
let's-
I think we're gonna. What are you wearing is gonna be on repeat for a while with this one.
Uh-oh. That
Whoa,
looks
that-
good.
that is
That
a-
looks good on you, dude.
Dude, congratulations.
great on
That
you.
is a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love the little piggy bank on the side of the
Yeah,
hat. That's legit. I like
Yeah,
that a lot.
Well, I mean, he is the millionaire mayor, right? So
He most certainly is. He most
Man.
certainly is.
and he's got to. I mean, listen, he's got the money. He's got to look the part too. But
yeah.
you don't become a millionaire because you spend all your money, right?
You're right. You're 100% right.
So but he's got to look the part,
I'm 100% with you, brother, and I appreciate that. That looks really nice, man. That's all. That's yeah,
Merry Christmas, my man.
yeah,
Well,
dude.
thank you very much. That was
I appreciate that he does
beyond
go full blown
what you
on the
needed,
bit.
beyond what you needed to do. Yes.
He
Yeah.
No, there it is. Look at that.
he
Millionaire
goes
mayor.
he goes full blown on the bit, and I appreciate that.
The brains of the operation, though, is your lovely wife. So she's the brains by far. You know how much smarter she is than I am. So
Oh, me too.
it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. So she gets full credit.
Yeah, she's I told Ed this morning, she's the one that didn't forget her wallet when we drove to Charlotte yesterday. I did. And when I found out,
your money.
when I found out, when I got out to get gas and I reached for my wallet and it wasn't there.
I've been
And
there.
you were like, oopsie daisy.
They made those
Charlotte.
They made those little tracker things for people like me, like the little what do you call it? The little Apple AirTags. They made that for people like me.
Bro, I actually bought one of those.
I did too. I got one for my, that little leather satchel I always carry everywhere.
Yeah.
Threw that sucker in one of those, and it's helped. It honestly has.
So I bought that. Darla was going on a trip to, I think it was Los Angeles for work for a conference, and I was like, you know what? It's very inexpensive, so let's just buy one.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did because I also used it. Then we just switched it, so I used it when I was traveling for work. So
sweet.
Yeah, man, that's nice.
Yeah.
But man,
sorry to
interrupt
our whole bit. I was just
I know this was the bit.
That was yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This was more you needed to be doing for me, for sure.
Hey, Virgil, can I also talk about something really quick?
Go ahead.
This is not soccer related, but I don't know if you pay attention like I do, and we talked about it this morning in the Break Even Sports Talk. Some major changes going on in the UFL.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys pay attention to what's going on over there?
I have not heard about UFL stuff.
I listened to the show this morning, so I caught a little bit of it from that.
So with the UFL, what's going on right now is they are doing a full redraft of all of their players. So they're pulling all their players back and putting them in one pool all over again. There's been some general managers that have stepped down or just completely just quit. Some head coaches that have, stepped down. Stoops is one of them. He was there with the Austin Wranglers with the Renegades.
Renegades.
Was the Skip Holt situation similar?
Yep. So, couple of major changes that are going on in the UFL, and I figured this would be the place to talk about it, since that's not something that we talk about on the regular sports show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This would have been the place to talk about it. But yeah, they are doing full redraft of all of their players. You talked about this, their new head coach of the Birmingham Stallions, Donnie.
Yeah, AJ McCarron taking over for Skip Holtz after Skip's been the coach since they started back up and won 2 or 3 championships.
Yeah,
correct.
It has basically changed the face of Alabama politics too, because
right, exactly.
So,
but what's did they say a reason why they're redrafting?
Well, this says here, as Ed was doing that, I was pulling up a news article because there was actually the upcoming disbursement was not supposed to be leaked yet. It says the second time in 3 years they'll see players dispersed among the entire league, this time due to the relocation of 3 franchises and an overhaul of the majority of head coaches, all under the guidance of new owner Mike Repole, who has made sweeping changes in many areas of the UFL.
Now, is the UFL where Dwayne Johnson also has, or is that you?
Well, yeah, he had the XFL part that merged, so he's a minority now in it.
Because the USFL owns it. And USFL and the XFL merged to start the UFL.
Forgive my ignorance. Like, how can this be good for you guys that know more than I do? Sorry for the noise. How can this be good for the league?
See, that's the thing, though, and this is something that I kind of hinted at talking about. Is like the instability of all of these spring football leagues, right? It makes me nervous following these teams because when the XFL started again, I was a fan of the Seattle Dragons. Then they did the whole rebrand again, and then they got this clip art design. We lost some teams, we added some teams, and then the merger happened, right, with the USFL. I guess they needed to do some merging because financially it just made sense for both leagues, which I get. And now you're seeing that you are going to you created new teams, which I'm a fan of. Some of the teams that have come out, like Orlando. I like that new logo. You have Columbus, Ohio, that has a new one, the Columbus Aviators.
Is that where Ted Ginn
Yes.
Jr. is the new
He
coach?
is the head
in
coach. Yep,
Columbus?
correct.
Yeah.
One thing that I did like some of these teams are what they're doing is they're playing in, and this is tied on to what we talk about. They are playing in soccer stadiums, which makes absolute sense for a spring league, right? You got DC Defenders who are playing out where DC United play.
That's a
Now-
nice ball. That's a nice field, by the way.
It is super nice. So now you got Columbus. They are going to be playing at where the Columbus Crew play, right? Orlando, I believe, is also playing in a soccer stadium as well. So you have some teams that are, yeah.
I think some of the others will relocate as well. This is the thing. So apparently, State of the Stallions somehow got hold of this memo and posted it on their Twitter page, which is how this got leaked. I don't know where they got it, but they got it from somebody.
Someone leaked it.
Yeah. So this is
It
what
was done
said.
on purpose.
Oh yeah. Teams will head into training camp with 64 players. Teams get first rights to sign 10 players from local colleges. The league assigns 3 quarterbacks per team by January 5th based on coach priority. 2-day draft is January 13th and 14th. First day is drafting 2025 UFL veterans. The second day is drafting NFL cuts, showcase standouts, and new free agents. And then there's allocations on January 9th, the college allocations final. So it says we're blowing it up and starting from scratch is what it sounds like. So
that's what it
And
sounds like to me.
Yeah, I don't speak for you guys, but it almost feels. Did I hear right that Birmingham had won 2 or 3 championships under Skip Holtz?
Yep.
It's almost
Under
like
the
punishing
USFL.
Well, but still, it's almost like punishing Birmingham for being good.
a little bit because they've pretty much dominated
Kind of
the
how it
league.
feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were the USFL when it was USFL separate from XFL. They were dominant. Then when it merged, they still dominated. I mean, they had the best teams. I think they had the best coaching. I mean, Skip has a good history of coaching, more so than some of the other coaches that were there.
Correct.
Well, like I said, it almost feels just like a punishment for them, and it's like
don't forget, Defenders won last year.
You what?
Yeah, DC Defenders won last year.
DC Defenders won last year, so that
over
was
Birmingham, I think.
Beat Birmingham, yeah.
So maybe that narrative doesn't fit, but
no, but it still kind of does, right? Because they have been one of the most stable franchises, even though they play in a nearly empty stadium.
Well, and Ed, you just brought this up, but it's not going to, if you're trying to get rid of that reputation of being like, if you want to be like a viable league, this is not the way to get that reputation. This is a way to get stuck with that instability you talked about, almost like a joke of a league. I mean, if you want to be a viable alternative to the NFL, then or CFL or even in the European Football League, like where Jack Del Rio and all them are doing it in Paris and everything. If you want to be a viable alternative, you can't be doing this.
I think this is to try and form stability with all the changes and mergers that they've had going forward. I think they're trying to continue. It's one of those things like ever since they came back with the UFL and the XFL, it's like, and that whatever the American Football League, AAF,
the American
all of these have been trying to find a spot, and they've all just kind of been competing against each other. Then they tried to converge. I mean, I think it's like one of those evolution things that they're trying to get stability and are trying to get a process that makes it more universal.
Mhm.
And to be honest, it almost sounds like they're trying to set it up so that it's sort of like a G League to some extent.
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
this is the thing that got me the college allocation. So
Correct.
the head coach can choose up to a maximum of 10 players from his allocated colleges. And what they're doing is they're all teams have players
Still
from
regional based.
regional
Mhm.
based from colleges they can choose
Yep.
from. And it helps the kids not have to pay to live far away or
Correct.
travel. So for instance, Birmingham, their colleges that they can allocate players from are Alabama, Auburn, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and UAB. And that's it. Those 5 colleges. Columbus is Indiana, Michigan, Notre Dame, Ohio State. So you've got colleges, and so there's a lot of colleges not even on here. It just depends on like 4 or 5 colleges that are relatively close to the teams.
So does Columbus also get Oklahoma State?
Nope.
Nope. Well, anyways, go Pokes.
For you though, the team that you follow, LSU, the Houston, LSU, Rice, and Texas A&M are allocated to the Houston team.
Rice.
Okay.
Rice.
Rice.
And I'm with the Phil on this one. I kind of wish they also gave an opportunity to some FCS schools,
Yeah.
right? Don't put a limit on the schools, right? Like on 5 schools or everything.
Yeah.
Do the region, right?
Yeah.
And then
One-
just say, hey,
One exception. One exception.
okay.
Not the Cowards.
Well, they can draft players from FCS schools. These are
Definitely
just
not the Cowards.
Definitely
a
not.
maximum of 10 players that they are allocated to each team from these colleges.
Gotcha. So from those teams, they can only have a combined 10 players out of those major schools.
Correct.
I
They can
got
only
you.
have
I got
they
you.
can have no more than 10 players from those schools
Got
combined.
it. Okay. But you can
you
still
couldn't
draft
have
the FCS.
Right. You couldn't have, Birmingham draft 20 players off of Alabama or whatever if they don't make it in the NFL, or whatever it is.
I got
Why
you.
would you need to when Mercer's just right there?
Right down the
Exactly.
road, right?
Yeah, right.
Such a powerhouse.
Exactly.
I think it's just another evolution. We'll see. I've always loved the idea of spring football. I love the original USFL, and the NFL just killed it.
No. Mm-mm.
So
Nope. There's one person that killed it.
I know,
There's one person that killed all of that, and you know that.
but it's one of those things. It's like I'd like to see it come back and be viable and not just this constant turmoil year in and year out.
Made a backroom deal that fell
Yeah,
through.
that's true.
So, I'm a fan of the XFL. I was a fan of the XFL, right? USFL had never really it never gave me any kind of like, oh, I'm interested in this league, right? So when the XFL launched and then they said, oh, the USFL is also launching, I'm like, that's a bad idea. Right off the bat, that was a horrible idea from both sides,
Yeah.
right? And so now you're like, okay, so now the merger, all right, so now we're good, right? Because we've seen this already, guys. We've seen the AAF, right, when they came out, which, by the way, they had some great logos. That's one of the leagues that actually had, you had the Hot Shots, you had the Apollos. Remember
Yeah.
those? Oh, man, those
That
were some great-
league, if it had the right amount of money behind it, could have been
could have been a great idea.
That
could have been what this is trying to be.
Correct.
And up
Correct.
until recently, I mean, they caused a kicker to be in the league for several years. Young Hoku.
Yeah,
was in the
what
AAF.
happened to him?
Wow.
Because he
I
also
don't
got
know, but
released by
like
the Giants.
Right. But I mean, the Falcons signed him out of the AAF. So
It's
he was playing
correct.
for the local Atlanta team. And
The Atlanta, what was it, the Kings?
No. I went to a game and I can't even remember their name.
I remember it was like
They
had
played
that
the
crown.
Apollos. Yeah,
the
because they played the
purple-
Apollos.
Yep.
Yeah, they were purple.
Purple and gold.
Yep. Can't remember
I-
their name to save my life.
The Orlando Apollo, that was my team, man.
Yeah.
Spurrier was
a
What is it?
Atlanta Legends.
the
That's what it was.
legends.
That's what it was. And by
And
the
they
way,
played at the Mercedes Dome, didn't they?
no, they actually played at the Georgia State Sports Stadium, or the
okay.
former Turner Field, if for those that know. Now they're actually Georgia State's actually going to be building a new baseball field on the site of the old Atlanta Fulton County Stadium.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
That's
and
amazing.
But
hilarious at the same time.
it's huge. It's just been and Donnie, you know this from going through, and Virgil, I'm sure you do too. I mean, that's just been one big parking lot that no one uses. I mean, it's served, other than the wall being back there where Otis Nixon like climbed it. That's about the only thing that's left.
Well, I hope they incorporate the footprint of the field to include the Hank Aaron wall.
I hope so.
Because if they don't, then they're not doing it right.
Agreed.
And Ed, do you mind if I make a quick announcement?
Sure, absolutely.
I don't want to.
On my show.
Well, I hope I don't embarrass him, but Virgil.
Oh no.
I know you don't want to get this to get out too much, but congratulations on your upcoming movie that's going to be in theaters called Goat. Goat is going to be in theaters. Let's see if I've got this right. Let's see, it's coming soon because You're Never Too Small to Dream Big. Goat, which is a biopic about one Virgil Brooks, because he is the GOAT, in theaters soon. So congratulations, Virgil. I know you're too humble to say anything yourself. So congrats.
I don't know what he's talking about.
There's a movie. I will send you the IMDb of it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Virgil's got game. I think we all know that, but I know someone who will see that in theaters.
Okay, cool.
But he's no Ray Allen.
What?
He's no Ray Allen.
Anyway.
Anyway.
He was starring in the new Dora the Explorer live movie.
That's hilarious.
Is he Diego?
Is there another one?
Is there?
So actually, did you guys know there actually is a movie with a character whose name is Virgil Brooks?
No.
I did. You told me.
Yes, I forgot I told you a while back. Look up the movie Trumbo when you get a chance.
Trumbo?
How do I know the name of that movie?
Not to be confused with Mark Trumbo, the former Los Angeles Angel.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to do this real quick. Go ahead and just look it up. It has Bryan Cranston in it.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's where I know of it.
It's about Dalton Trumbo, the Hollywood screenwriter that was blacklisted for political beliefs. There's a character in there with my name, and I think it's a pretty good likeness of me. I would almost say spitting image.
Yeah.
Let me take a look. I'm looking. Oh wow! Louis C.K. was in this movie.
Yeah, it was.
Prince.
It actually had a pretty good cast, but I don't know where it's still. I don't know if it's
still
streaming.
Dude, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Virgil friggin' Brooks.
That is hilarious. Diwali.
I mean, you have a movie made about you, and your actual name is in a movie.
Didn't he play in Guardians?
Incredible.
Diwali?
Diwali was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Was he? I knew. Are you not thinking about Honshu?
I think he was the one in Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm telling you. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm looking at his IMDb to see what movies.
A lot of movies that he's been on.
Oh yeah, dude's a very good actor.
He was in Suicide Squad? Man,
I see you, Virgil.
2 episodes of Game of Thrones.
Okay. A lot of cartoon movies.
Yeah. By the way,
this is another one he should have played Virgil Brooks in, Thor: The Dark World.
Ooh.
That sounds like a Virgil Brooks movie right there.
That does
sound Wouldn't it be awesome if it was Virgil Brooks as Virgil Brooks?
Yeah. He was a G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. Dang. There's like he's played in movies that would be the perfect name of a Virgil autobiography.
See, this is just letting people know I'm not making this up, that this is a real thing. So,
well, I'm not making it up either. I mean, Goat is a movie that's coming out.
Yes,
Jesus, Lane was in this movie.
Damn, he was in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Haha.
And in case you guys are wondering what he actually looks like, I mean, I'd say pretty close. Stupid ad gal.
Oh, he played Croc.
He was Croc
in Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
he played who?
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc.
I thought you said Brock. I was like, he played Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, see, Killer Croc in Squad. Yeah, Suicide Squad.
Oh, cool.
So see, like,
By the way,
dang, that's Alec Pierce's second touchdown. Amazing. So yeah, see, almost a likeness, I would say.
yeah,
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Listen, Philip Rivers doesn't even care that I have two receivers of his that are playing because he threw of the two of them, he's only thrown for 3
Wait,
yards.
there's a flag. There's a flag.
That's
Th-
interference
this-
on defense.
Okay.
This
And they
might
just
be.
showed- They
By
just
the way,
showed
this
Phillip-
might be the single worst fantasy football performance in history that I put on this week
You still won.
because I was up by 60 the week before and I almost blew it.
They just
Mhm.
showed Philip Rivers' family, and I think they took up 2 suites
Listen, if my guy,
I believe it.
with all
Listen.
those kids.
listen, if my guy is gonna like keep the Colts in games, like he's playing. Like, I don't care. It's a week and a half in. The fact that he's even doing anything like
Although
acceptable.
I'm sorry, I gotta talk about this. Can we get him a bigger helmet? Because he looks like a stuffed sausage in that damn thing.
He's
Yeah.
got,
Dude.
he's got 19 kids. He can't get a bigger helmet.
Mm.
He's
Yep, you're right.
he's got to be able to
You're
pass
He's a
that.
he's a grandfather. He needs a guardian cap on that thing.
No
Yeah, no.
kidding.
No,
I
listen,
did
he's
hear the
gonna-
perfect nickname for him today on Dan Patrick's show. They called him Old
What,
Man
Unk?
Rivers.
Unk.
No, they called him Old Man Rivers.
Old Man Rivers.
Man
Yeah, I like
Rivers.
that.
Old
Anyways,
Man
I just-
River.
I
Was
wanted
it
to
Old
talk-
Man Rivers when he left the first time?
Yes.
Still
I feel like
was.
he already had that name. I know, I was just saying. I feel like he had that name.
And by the
Probably
way, Ed, you know why that helmet's so small, right?
Why?
He got to pass that down to them kids to play grass cutters, man.
Bro, listen. This dude.
He can't be buying. Listen, he ain't like millionaire Mayor Donnie down there. He can't be buying new helmets for all those kids.
He is a smart man, though. You got to admit the fact that he came back like, oh, by the way, my insurance is running out. I got to do this again. So
That's a
listen,
big-
his brand new renewed insurance for 5 more years. We'll take care of that broken hip.
Listen, he's already 10 of 15 for 137. He's playing. Put it this way, I'm not saying he's a star, but he's playing competent football. Like
He's doing what he needs to do.
and
Well, I got to need him to slow this game down because I cannot afford this being a shootout.
True story.
well, don't you have Alec Pierce?
On the bench, yeah.
Oh, ouch.
I know. That's just what happens. When I start him, he'll have like
No,
one.
don't worry. Ed's going to beat the brakes off of me next week when we play in football playoffs.
I thought about it, Mike. Don't worry. I thought about it as soon as he said that
Fitted Ed's burner account.
because I said I'll break his hip.
Listen, Ed is yeah. Oh, Donnie's
Oh,
got mind on his money on his mind. There we
Hey,
go.
listen. All I'm saying is though, Mike, it was a good game, back and forth game. It was a very it wasn't offensive pass interference, but it was very interesting the way that everything played out. And DK needs to calm the hell down. But
That story's
that
getting
tomorrow.
weirder and weirder.
It is.
And more stuff's coming out.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. But anyways, I wanted to get back really quick to the UFL because it was very interesting to, like, hey, this is interesting. The owner of the league wants to expand to 16 teams. So meaning this dude is looking on trying to become the de facto minor league of the NFL. So, will we be watching it? Absolutely. I think we will. And we'll be talking about that league on Break Even Sports Talk? Most certainly. So, and that's all I had to talk about. So, now you're back to you, sir.
So real quick
that
too,
kinda-
one
that
other
kinda-
one other thing I just saw is UConn is hiring Zach Potter as its general manager.
I saw that.
He was the general manager of the Birmingham Stallions that helped them win 3 straight league championships.
At first, I thought you said Graham Potter, and I'm like,
No,
don't tell me
Zach-
that man's
Zach
getting
Potter.
into American football. He's
Well-
going to give everything.
Every college is doing that now, right? They're hiring
They're
a GM now,
Yep, absolutely.
which is
So-
interesting.
Anyway, go ahead, Virgil.
Well, I was going to say, if they want to be the minor leagues of football, do you think a farm system is actually viable with that league, with the NFL?
Well, with the NFL, I think the NFL also is more interested in developing and training new coaches,
Mhm.
referees, and new potential rules, testing out rules for that eventually could make it into the NFL, like the kickoff, right? The kickoff,
Kickoff. That's where it came from.
it came from the UFL.
Yeah.
Kickoff.
Yeah, exactly. Kickoff. So that came from the UFL. So I
Yeah.
think the NFL is it behooves on the NFL to really say, hey, we want you guys to succeed because we want to use you guys as a practice, league. We wanna try to test these, it's a test ground, right? Test
Yeah.
these new rules and train these coaches and trainers and everything.
I mean, think about how many injuries there are right now across the NFL throughout the season. I mean, there's constantly guys getting hurt, and they got practice squad guys, and then they have to sign people to practice squad that haven't been doing anything. And I know this league doesn't overlap with the NFL, but if you got guys that played in this league that can be signed to practice squads,
Mhm.
it's a chance for them to find better practice squad guys
Agreed.
and possibly even expand the practice squad a little bit more as well.
Now, if they're going to build it into a viable like minor league per se, do you change the college rule to allow guys to come out earlier, or do you still do you
No.
think you'll have enough depth with like juniors coming out?
I think there's
after their
plenty
junior
of
year?
I think they'll have plenty of players because there's a lot of remember, they invite how many people?
True.
They draft and everything,
Um,
and then a lot of them they don't make it into the league. I think that eventually, if they do move up to 16 teams, that gives you'll designate one or two teams to one of the UFL teams, and then that'll be your team for you guys to like the minor league system, right? Minor league baseball. Like this is your team; these are your two teams, and then and NFL, you can only grab players from this two teams right here. That's how I see it. I don't know if that's
Makes
going to
sense.
eventually happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't thought it honestly through enough to really even think about that. That's a good point.
I mean, each team can carry 64 players. That's a little over 500 players
Mm-hmm.
that are playing football in the spring. Guys
Yeah.
that I mean, think about some of these FCS guys. You finish up and you're not sure you're going to be a draftable guy, but you want to get
Yeah.
some extra playing
Yeah.
time to
Mm-hmm.
show that you can play in the NFL. This is a chance to play in this league, make a name for yourself, like some of these other guys have done, and then a team be like, "Hey, we can sign you to our practice squad come
Oh.
spring or summer." And
I mean, I know it was XFL, but like PJ Walker, right? When he went
he
to
did.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
He
because
did
PJ
pretty
was
good.
he Panthers? Was he?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
had
was.
several stints with the Panthers.
Yeah.
And he was okay. I
mean-
mean, he wasn't going to be no Bryce Young, but
But he was going to be someone who you could have
who
as a
was
backup.
balling this weekend?
right. But no, he kind of fit that mold of a lot of the quarterbacks coming out at the time, but just not quite as polished or as experienced.
Yeah, but the fact that he took his chance in the XFL at that time, he parlayed that into a chance in the NFL.
Yeah.
And
he won
and he
some
got
games
some
for the
and he
Panthers.
got some snaps. I mean, he probably to contradict myself from earlier when I was talking about the instability of the league, something I wasn't taking into account is just the desperation of a lot of these guys to get a chance to play somewhere to make it to the NFL. So
Yeah.
some of them probably don't really care how unstable the league is because because without it, they don't really have a legit shot to have a path to the NFL.
Think about the 36-year-old in the minor leagues that's still playing because he just wants that one chance. That's
Is
what
that
these
Josh-
guys
Josh Booty? Is that what we're
unnamed,
Sorry.
whoever, but
Dating
just
myself.
one of those things that's like they all want that one chance until they can't have that chance anymore.
Correct.
And a lot of them will go a long time before they realize they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this is not exactly related, but Donnie, you just made me think of it. I've been collecting some like Blue Jays team set baseball cards in recent, like over the last year,
Mhm.
and I got a card of Chris Winkie.
Oh, wow.
He was
Jesus.
drafted by the Blue Jays, and I knew he
Wow.
was, but I did not
Yeah.
expect to pull it out of like the team set that I got, and I was like, I was so excited. I'm probably the only person in the last 20 years that got legitimately excited at seeing Chris Winkie's name on anything. But
I mean, didn't Tom Brady get drafted by the Expos
he did.
Yeah.
Didn't
He
he?
did.
as a
I mean,
catcher?
and Russell Wilson got
Wilson?
drafted by, was it the Yankees?
Mariners.
Mariners. But didn't he go to spring training with the Yankees, Russ? He did
He
with the
went-
Rangers, but didn't he go to with the Yankees once?
He was already in the NFL. He went there just to, as a
I know he
publicity
went to
stunt.
spring training with the Rangers once, but
With
he
the
also did it
Rangers,
with
yeah.
another team.
Yeah, he went with the Yankees, but it was just more of a publicity stunt more than
Right.
anything else.
Right. Yeah.
So
Oh,
Yeah, Food Fit is Phil. In fact, Phil he teaches at Midland Valley and lives right there in North Augusta, so he's not far from you.
yep. And he
Oh,
also
man.
he does have also a job with the Augusta Green Jackets. Don't
And,
forget
yeah,
that
he
part.
worked-
and
yeah.
listen, Phil, by the way, since we're talking about him, big shout out to Philip Rabin, who's always watching this show and is always tuning in, whether it's early in the morning before teaching or late at night or checking in with scores.
He was watching the show
Phil-
this morning when he was
Yeah.
on vacation. Like, bro, go to sleep.
It's the start of
So-
his 2-week vacation. He was still up early.
And Phil, I'm only saying that because I don't want you to think we take it for granted. We appreciate you always tuning in, my man.
Yep.
Big shout out to
Absolutely.
you.
Hey, there's somebody's dad roaming around in this. Oh wait, that's Phillips Rivers. Never mind.
Oh,
Bro, he got that bod going on like
listen,
crazy.
I'm not going to complain.
yeah.
Hey,
Listen,
if
before you
anybody
said that,
can pull-
Virgil, I was about to take that in a different direction. I didn't know what you were about to say, but I was ready.
If anybody can
Sorry,
cosplay,
that's-
if anybody can cosplay Al Bundy, it's Philip Rivers.
100%.
100%.
Bro, I've been watching clips on YouTube of Married with Children for like the past like month. I forgot how freaking hilarious Al Bundy
Oh
was.
my God, yes, that is one of the
Golly.
best shows ever.
Oh my gosh, so funny. I never really watched it a lot because like growing up, but like I've found the old clips and I have like watched untold amount of clips, and they're hilarious.
So, just a total side story from what you just said. So the guy that played Bud Bundy,
Yeah, David.
David
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Faustino.
Faustino. Yeah.
Yeah. So my younger brother Toby, who was 6 years younger than me, when my family moved to Florida, he went to high school, and his senior prom date, the girl he dated actually in high school, when they graduated high school, she wanted to become an actress. She ended up moving out to California and married David Faustino and was married to him for a few years. And she's not now. She
Wow.
lives back in Florida. She's remarried and got two twin boys, but she was married to him for a few years. And I don't know that I ever talked to my brother about it before he passed away years ago, but it was just kind of always
Brock Purdy
funny to
needs to-
me.
Wow.
Brock Purdy needs to learn how to slide.
Yeah, he does.
Jesus Christ.
Who?
Brock Purdy.
Purdy.
He just
Oh,
went.
yeah.
He just went shoulder down into that play. It's like, dude, you've been out this year. What are
I
you
was just
doing?
about to say.
That's
Does
what
he
they keep
want?
playing in
Does he want Mike Jones to keep playing?
I don't know.
Jeez.
He was one
Mac
yard
Jones.
short of making the first down, so he wasn't going to slide because he'd have been like 4 yards short.
Yeah.
But still, like, dude, come
I
on
know.
now.
So anyway, I just
Anytime,
thought that
Phil.
was a funny side story.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want him to think that we take it for granted because I mean we. So Phil, is Belvedere what Donnie brings to your house? Because I know he doesn't do like beer. He's gonna get that Belvedere.
He's Mr. Belvedere.
I have been watching that show
Yeah,
on
Mike.
YouTube.
You
Which
really?
Yes, Mr. Belvedere.
Okay, let's see how
Oh, I
many
thought you-
things
thought
I
you were
can
about to say you
name.
were-
All right, I mentioned Al Bundy, and Patrick's been watching that show. I mentioned Mr. Belvedere. So Ed, I got to come up with something
Nope.
you're watching.
Nope. You're not
Well-
going to get anything. Nope.
I thought Virgil said he was drinking.
no way you're
Belvedere
gonna
while
get
watching
anything.
YouTube, and I'm like, you are classy, Virgil Brooks. That's why you're the goat.
I went down a rabbit hole a while back, and it was from a Family Guy joke about Mr. Belvedere, and I'm like, I've heard of it before, but I was kind of curious. And yeah, on YouTube they have the whole series, and Bob
Yep.
Uecker's actually really funny in that.
Oh yeah.
No, Donnie, you're not going to get any of the stuff that I watch.
Okay. Give me some time to mojo it. I'll come up with something.
Okay.
Holsinger, Feliz Navidad.
What up, bruh?
What's
Feliz
up,
Navidad
Holsinger?
to you too, Papa.
Feliz Navidad.
Well, after that slight segue, we can go back to what I originally was talking about before. We just went off just slightly go off this
It's
tangent.
par for the
Pressure
course
off
with
it.
us, bro. You
We
know
always
this.
stay on message, man. We always stay on
Always say
message.
on message. So we need to talk about, of course, we have Premier League games this weekend,
Mhm.
and we will start with game day. So first off, Patrick, we get to talk about Newcastle and Chelsea finishing 2-2.
Yeah.
So Chelsea goes into Newcastle, and is this still St. James's Park?
Yeah, it was at St. James's Park. Yep.
Yeah, at St. James's Park, and gets a point out of that. Not many
Well-
teams can say that.
Well, and I'll take it because they went 2-0 down, two
Yeah.
Volta-Mata goals. So I have an axe to grind with the Bundesliga at the moment because I can't believe there's a Bundesliga striker that actually knows how to score in the Premier League.
We
So
always not have an axe to grind with the Bundesliga.
well,
Fact.
when you sign as many busts, I don't want to hear anything millionaire. But whenever but when you've had to put up with Timo Werner, Ed knows when you've had to put up with Timo Werner and let's see, who am I forgetting? We've had so many Bundesliga busts that yeah, I've got an axe to grind with them for that reason.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, not put it this way: for every for one Erling Haaland, there's about 20 that don't make it in the Premier League from the Bundesliga.
Mike, how could you say go Chelsea and go Manchester City?
I was
in the
like,
same
that's
sentence?
that's like rooting for the Yankees
This
and the
is
Red
why
Sox.
Holsinger's my guy, man. At least he said go Chelsea.
Hey, okay, I'll go with go Wrexham. I'll
Wrexham,
give you that
okay.
one.
Well, no, you can go Chelsea. Come on, you Blues. Donnie has visited the Food and Fids Baseball Museum.
I have been to Mr. Belvedere's house and seen all that fitted hats he's got. in
Go
there.
AFC Richmond.
Go AFC Richmond. Love it.
I'm waiting for the next season, to be honest with you, with this show. So
Yeah. Now, are they just doing the one more season, or is this going to be like a fourth and final, or is it going to be?
this was last season was supposed to be the last one, and then
Yeah.
there's that.
Man. And now Donnie's watching after his many years of being a soccer fan. Yeah. Well versed in his Bayern Munich fandom and Crystal Palace. So many years of waiting for trophies and
Hey,
wait.
I've been waiting for a trophy since I was born.
Well, you
with
know,
every single one of my teams.
yeah. Well, you finally. I've got to be fair. You finally have one with Tottenham.
True, that is
Yeah,
true.
You know, I mean, then you sack the one manager that got you a trophy.
Got us a trophy, yeah, because you know.
And
Holsinger's just going to roll through everything and go this team, go that team.
Mike,
Kelly Clarkson had a phone call.
wait, Michael. Again, same thing. How can you put Pittsburgh and Columbus in the same breath, as well as I'll give you Cincinnati Reds, but like, how can you put that? I mean, Ohio, Pittsburgh, you can't be doing that, man.
Wait a second. Is that Michael Sellers or Michael Holsinger?
That's Holsinger.
That's Holsinger.
Well, sorry, I just saw he's turning into me, going around the globe, putting in go insert team here. And the only other person I know that does that is Mike Sellers.
That is true.
So. Oh, he's going Reds affiliates. That's
I think he's been hacked.
Yeah, no kidding.
So we've got next game.
Not all of us can afford top notch security for our computers, Donnie. Golly, I mean, look at your hat. You look like money. You smell like money. You talk like money. Even walk like money.
I got money on my mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say Virgil knows that song. He knows all about some Young Ralph. Because I look like money, smell like money, talk like money, even walk like money.
I know.
Rein us in, Virgil.
Next game we have Bournemouth and Burnley tied 1-1. And then the next game, this one was a little surprising. Oh, it was a really good game, but still surprising. It was a scoreless draw, and Brighton and Sunderland finishing at 0-0.
Good result for Brighton, especially with
Absolutely
how,
good result for Brighton.
Yeah, I mean, especially with how good Sunderland's been this season, I consider that a point gain for Brighton. didn't see the game, so I don't know the context, but that's been the story of Brighton's season. Like they've gotten some good results, but then they had some head scratching results.
Yeah, I would say that for sure. But that was kind of.
Holstinger, we caught on. We know you're doing Reds affiliates.
Yeah.
I think a draw is probably fair in that one.
I think
Man City beat
right.
West Ham 3-0.
Ooh.
Wolves again losing 0-2 to Brentford. Now I did see some of this game. If you guys want to see the most depressing penalty kick you will ever see, go watch the penalty kick in this one from Wolves in stoppage time.
Did you never see the Raheem Sterling free kick?
Well, that's a penalty kick.
Oh, is this a penalty kick? Okay,
this is a penalty kick. That's not a free kick.
Because I think you'll remember a few years ago the Raheem Sterling when he played for Chelsea free kick.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the worst in history.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the worst free kicks, but this is one of the worst penalties.
Okay.
Donnie, I'm sorry. I'm going to give Philip Rivers a new name.
What's that?
Punk.
Pork chop. Pork chop. If you guys ever seen, God, what's the movie with oh my God, he was in the movie Pork Chop.
I know Pork Chop that was the dog in the cartoon show Doug.
No, the football movie.
Friday Night Lights.
There wasn't that Friday Night Lights. It was
Virgil's the only one my age. Virgil's the only one that gets that.
Varsity Blues?
Oh,
Varsity
Blues. Yeah.
Varsity Blues.
Yeah, with Vanderbeek.
Virgil, I'm glad that you're young enough. You're young enough to get my reference.
Oh, I 100% got that reference.
And you guys did see James Vanderbeek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know the guy that played Pork Chop lost a shit ton of weight too.
Wow, he is skinny as all get out. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm calling Philip Rivers. I'm calling him Pork Chop because of his helmet, how he looks with his helmet on.
I got my penalty kick today at work, boys.
What up, what's up, Polly?
What up, Polly?
Yeah, I can't imagine working a grocery store the week of Christmas, dude.
Holsinger, I worked retail about 4 Black Fridays. That was enough for me.
Mm-mm.
I worked Black Friday and Christmas at Best Buy.
Yeah, I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Nah.
And I did apparel. And
Ooh.
like when I tell you that it was like 10 straight hours of just processing returns, it was 10 straight hours of processing returns. Like you would go and you get through, they had this huge drawer. And by the time you got done processing the first load, it was overflowing again within like 30 minutes. And it's like, it was like that all day long. And you start to like say, I don't know if I want to return anything anymore because I know what it's like on the other side now.
Yeah.
Horrible.
So,
terrible.
All right. Sorry, Virgil. Continue.
I don't think you want me to continue with the next game I'm about to talk
Nope.
about.
I do not.
But we're going to talk about
Can I hear it, please? Can I please hear it?
So, for those asking and curious about it, Liverpool goes to Tottenham and beats them 2-1. Now,
Dude, why
Tottenham
can't you guys win at home?
Now,
Well, so here's what happened. Go ahead.
Tottenham tried the Chelsea method and tried to get a red card, but they got 2 red cards, and you never go full Chelsea.
No. Well, to Tottenham's defense, like we did get one. Simmons got one in the 33rd minute, and then Romero got one in the 90th minute, 93rd minute. So
What's
I mean,
going on with
technically,
Simmons, bro.
Dude.
And by the way, can we pour one out for Alexander Isak?
Finally gets a goal, and then he gets injured.
And did you hear that they think it might be a break?
No, I did not hear that.
Like a lower leg break. It's not an ACL like they thought it might be, but they think there may be some kind of fracture of some sort.
Mike, I know you feel me on this pain.
Yeah, I like 125 million, and you knew what you were getting though. I mean, was he not injury prone?
It was, yeah, I mean that's true. That was a concern with him.
Yeah. Oh, Holstinger, appreciate that, man. And I think Phil said something about earlier. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah. So Tottenham's you see how far they dropped in the table?
Who?
Oh yeah.
Who? Tottenham?
Tottenham.
Are they in Ange Postecoglou territory?
Dude, it is not good.
Where are you in the table now? I haven't even looked.
14th.
14th.
Oh, so you're doing better than last season. Good for you.
So you
See,
got
Lions.
Bournemouth, you got Leeds,
I'm such a
Nottingham
jerk.
Forest, West Ham, Burnley, and Wolves. Those are the
Oh.
teams below Tottenham right now.
Yeah.
You know how frustrating it is? You're supposed to be this great, you're supposed to be competing for championships, and what you're doing is competing to not get relegated.
Can you name those teams again for me?
I do not want to.
No, I'm not doing this for an insult to you. I promise.
So the teams below Tottenham,
Okay.
Bournemouth, Leeds United, and we're going to talk about Leeds here in a second, I'm sure. Nottingham Forest, West Ham United, Burnley, and Wolves.
Okay.
Are you sure? Is it Brentford or Bournemouth?
I missed Burnley. I didn't hear Burnley.
Yeah,
Bournemouth is behind them just by one.
Bournemouth is that
Well,
far down the
Bournemouth is
table now?
Bournemouth
they
is
never-
tied with Tottenham at 22 points.
Yep.
Bournemouth has not had a good stretch.
Nope.
I just was thinking because Iraola has been so good with Bournemouth. I can't believe Brentford's above Bournemouth in the table.
Yeah. But Bournemouth.
I wasn't asking to interject. I just was. I'm genuinely baffled by that because I did not realize that Bournemouth had been on such a bad run of form because Chelsea couldn't beat them.
Do you know when Bournemouth's last win was?
With the bad run of form, October
26th.
Jesus.
Well, because
We're going on 2 months now.
They were in the top 4 back in October.
They were. Yeah, they've lost 4 games and they've tied 4.
So I was going to say, because Chelsea could only get a scoreless draw with them.
Right. So they have definitely had a dip in form compared to earlier in the season.
How has Chelsea been so terrible and yet they're still like within a shout of the top 4?
Exactly. Exactly. How? I don't think they're as bad as you poor mouth them.
Well, they
haven't been good.
No,
well, no. The thing is, everybody right below them has continued to stay below them.
That's the problem, right?
That's
exactly
the problem.
What it is.
Like none of us are moving up. We're all kind of just hovering where we're at.
Well, the problem is that there's the league. As a league, it's been so woefully inconsistent.
I mean, Palace was in 4th place a week ago,
and
now they're in 8th place. Now. I mean, so like 1 match, 2 matches, and boom, you're like 4 or 5 places different.
Yeah. Listen, Mike gets it. We are Chelsea. Come on, you Blues. Keep the blue flag flying high.
I'm so frustrated with Tottenham. It's just such a pain in my ass.
And by the way, Virgil, can we pour one out for Nicholas Füllkrug?
I must have missed this.
Yeah, he left on loan for AC Milan.
Oh no, I did read that. Okay.
Yeah. So, for context, West Ham, as bad as they are, Nicholas Füllkrug, who has been like a German national team striker, was falling out of favor, I guess, with Nuno, and they paid quite a bit of money to get him because he had a good. Was it European Championship that he had, Virgil, or was it World Cup that he had? He was good in one of those, and it engineered a move.
I think it was the Euros.
And it was a classic Euros move that it engineers like a big money move to the Premier League, and he just hasn't. He's been in at West Ham for probably the last year, and now AC Milan does what AC Milan does. They just go and get somebody on loan on the cheap.
Yeah, well, that's smart. I'll be honest with you.
It drives me nuts.
I know it does.
They never pay for anybody.
I know it drives you nuts, but at the same time, they're playing by the rules.
They need to go to Donny and borrow like 20 million, and then
What frustrates me the most is why are they still hiring Nuno?
Nuno's a good manager, dude. I don't
care. Okay, but how many times have he jumped around teams?
Well, I mean, you can't blame the Nottingham Forest one on him. That was the owner for me.
I think a lot of them are probably owner.
Yeah. The only time that he's had a really shocking time was at your club. Like that was like, I mean, I admit like that was just a bad.
It was not a good hire.
That was a bad marriage from the start. I mean, it never went right. I don't think he got a lot of time either, but it went south from the beginning, and he never was able to right the ship. So they had to bring somebody in, because at Tottenham you can't do that. I mean, even though you don't ever win trophies, they expect to. And
the expectation is that you got to compete for the championship.
Well, yeah, and I think it's only going to get worse now at Tottenham now that there's now that Daniel Levy's out.
Can they get any worse?
Well,
because right now we're in 14th.
Well,
don't ask that question. Do not ask that question.
True story. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you finished behind Manchester United last season.
Look at Manchester United. They're in 7th place right now.
Well, so that's another team I can't figure out what they are, because every time I feel like they're making progress, they're like Chelsea. Every time I think they're making progress, they take two steps back.
Well, this is the thing. The top 3, there's a 3-point differential between the top 3 teams, between Arsenal, Manchester City, and Aston Villa. 3-point difference between them. From 3rd to 4th, where Chelsea is, there's a 7-point differential.
Yep.
Okay. From Chelsea, there's a 7-point differential from Chelsea at 4 all the way to Bournemouth at 15th. Mm-hmm. So within that 7 points, you got 3 teams above it, and you got whatever that is, 11 teams below it. So, and they're all just kind of fluctuating and fluttering.
Lollygagging.
Yeah, exactly.
For better or worse, even though I think there's a clear top 2 or 3 teams in the league, I think there's a lot of parity in the meat of the league for EPL. I can't say that for all European leagues.
Whoa. I mean, I got killed last time by saying EPL. You can't be saying League. EPL.
The Premier League, whatever you want to call it.
Good. Thank you, because I got murdered by you guys because I wanted to say EPL, and you're like, we don't say that.
I don't remember saying that.
Both of you. No, both of you said that.
Yeah. I mean, I would have said that to you if you said road games.
I don't say that.
I know, but I said like I have a guy. We have a guy that supports Chelsea that we always mess with him because he would say, "Man, I can't wait for those road games," and I'm like, well, in the Premier League, we always call it away fixtures, but yeah. So if I did that, I'm sorry. I did not realize I did that. I'd like to see the tape of me doing that, but
back on.
Are you sure it wasn't the championship? You said ECL that we didn't probably throw a about.
No. I always say championship.
That one I would go out to you for.
I know better than that. I know better than that. I always say championship. On that one, no, I don't say that. I also say Champions League. I don't do that. So
go through the rest of the games. We got Everton losing to Arsenal 1-0. So nice away win for Arsenal.
Well, Arsenal got a Christmas gift, is what they got.
They really did, to be fair.
That like I mean, what was that? I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a pen, but what was that Everton defender thinking?
He was thinking, I'm going to give Arsenal a penalty.
Well, I was like, did he think he was Dikembe Mutombo?
Yeah, I don't know.
May he rest in peace. But like, he was swatting at that thing.
Yeah, that made absolutely no sense to me. Like, I don't know if it was just not what we was thinking.
It wasn't even a threatening cross.
No.
It was speculative at best. I mean, Donnie's the one that told me. So, and I was like, Donnie, you're absolutely right.
My first thought was he heard a whistle, but then after that, it's like, no, there's no way you can for that one.
But even so, if you're not sure, like you don't go up and catch the ball. If you think it's if you hear the whistle, like, because you never know, because you can end up in a situation like they were.
Exactly. Donnie, it's time.
We can move on. Let's just scoot on over to Sunday.
Crystal Palace travels.
I'd like to hear this.
To Ellen Road and loses 4-1. And the only reason Leeds did not get a clean sheet in this game was because there was a penalty conversion in stoppage time from Crystal Palace.
And what a little run of form Leeds has been on ever since the Chelsea game. Are they playing for Daniel Farke?
I mean, it seems like they are. I mean, in the past, they are on a 4-game unbeaten streak, which at that time, after coming back from 4 losses straight.
but for Leeds, that's an eternity. And dare I say it? Because knowing him, he'll get injured. He'll get injured 2 games from now. I hope not, for anyone's sake. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin looking serviceable.
Had a good brace.
Yeah, I mean, good. I thought that was a good sign for Leeds. The problem is can he stay fit? I don't think it's ever a question of is he good enough for the league. I don't think he's a top 4. I don't think he's a top 4 striker, but for a team in the Prem that's just trying to stay up, good signing.
Be a top 4 striker for
But
that.
his problem is only fitness issues. That's really, that, and sometimes just staying in the game and not letting outside interferences get to him. But certainly it's fitness issues with him.
Yeah, I mean it's Leeds, so
yeah. But good for Daniel Farke. I mean, for a guy that's tried on 2 different occasions with Norwich to stay in the league and he didn't. He's sticking it out at Leeds. I give him a lot of credit.
I mean, absolutely.
We were lackluster. I mean, just
you still have one of the best managers in the league. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
I don't care how much hate Donnie's been throwing his way. I love Oliver Glasner.
They'll bounce back. I know they'll bounce. I have Crystal Palace as a quality side, so I don't think this is not going to be a dip in form.
I don't care about the trash that Ed's been talking about Oliver Glasner. He's a good manager.
Well, again, and I don't mean to harp on it each week, but I think the amount of matches played in the last 30 days, I mean, they're just at the tail end of this run of all this mess. It's a lot.
Yeah, and Donnie, what you'll learn about some of these European leagues, like in France, they just went on break.
Yeah.
Like Strasbourg, like Ben Chilwell, who used to play for Chelsea, that's now playing for Strasbourg, just said, I'm going home to see my family. See you guys in the new year. Who doesn't get to do that? Any of the teams in England.
Right.
Germany. Break.
I'm just going to say,
France.
Aren't they going on their break now, though?
Not England. England's going into their crazy fixture period. You have Boxing Day fixtures. You have sometimes Christmas Day fixtures. But yeah, France is on break. When does Bundesliga go on break, Virgil? Is it now?
I think this weekend, yeah.
I think La Liga is going on break.
As
well. La Liga.
What is?
La Liga going on break as well.
I thought
Virgil needs a little bit of a break.
Bundesliga's on break. They start January 9th.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy to me that it's insane like what the Premier League does, because I think they hurt themselves in Europe. Again, just my opinion. I think they hurt themselves in Europe by not having this break, because it's exactly like what Donnie's talking about. There's the fixture, the fixture fatigue.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Even if these guys get paid a lot, and I get it, a lot of the top guys do get paid a whole bunch, and you can say, well, I've got to work every day, but when you're playing these types of games, you're not designed to play every 2 days.
That is correct.
You're just not.
We're going to go from this 4-1 loss on Saturday, and tomorrow we got to go to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Like, really? Like,
it's unforgiving.
Yeah, it is. And then we're turned back around on, is it Saturday? Or is it Sunday? I think it's Sunday this week.
You're playing 3 games in like a span of 7 days sometimes. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But also that Arsenal match is the EFL Cup.
Is that EFL Cup?
Oh,
okay.
And then Sunday.
Still, it's a match. That's the thing. It's like it's still an issue. And then Sunday, Sunday we got Tottenham.
Tottenham comes to Selhurst Park. That's gonna be fun.
That's great. That's awesome. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah. Mike, I'm less than excited about our next 2 fixtures. That's probably going to be 2 losses. Big Chew Poppy, where are you? Because I know you're about to revel in my pain.
Well, a loss that you can be happy about, Patrick, on Sunday. Aston Villa beats Manchester United 2-1.
Is Morgan Rogers on a flyer?
He absolutely is. I did catch some of this.
He's been in incredible form.
Aston Villa has been really, really good.
That goal that he scored, whoo, top bins.
Let me pull up their form.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't understand why Lenny Yoro just why do you let Morgan Rogers cut inside? Like, that's just something in the form that he's in, you cannot allow him to cut inside to take a shot.
Including their Europa League games, they have a 10-win streak right now. 10-game win streak right now.
And the best part is Manchester United got good eveninged.
Mm.
Way to go, Unai Emery.
Yeah, they beat Leeds, they beat Brighton.
Good evening.
They beat Arsenal. So yeah, they've had a real good. They went to FC Basel and beat them, so they have a really good form.
And Basel's a good side, man.
Yep.
They're the ones that made Mohamed Salah a star.
Yes, they were.
That's where he made his name on the European stage.
It was, yeah. And then on Monday,
against Chelsea, no less.
The game that happened today, Fulham beats Nottingham Forest 1-0.
That's a good result for Fulham.
I saw a little bit of that game.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of that one, sadly, because I was working.
Still, I don't care if they lost. Sean Dyche, the fact that he's even got them being relevant again, I give Sean Dyche a lot of credit. I know they lost today, but I think that was more because of Virgil supporting them than anything. Maybe a little bit of Marco Silva.
Forrest was
maybe a little Marco Silva. I don't know.
Forrest was looking like a definite relegation candidate before he came.
Not Forrest? Yeah.
I
mean, he's almost like, I think their season, they're just trying to consolidate themselves in the league at this point.
Right.
Like, put it this way, maybe not the owner. That's maybe not what he's thinking, but his first remit just needs to be to consolidate their position in the league. Because
listen, they still got West Ham, Burnley, and Wolves. I mean, it's they're in 17th place right now. So I mean,
yeah. Well, listen, as long as Wolves exist, they don't have to worry about anything. But they're in a relegation scrap. They're in a
that's
relegation.
That's what I'm saying. They're in Yeah, they're very close to relegation. So that's
But they were well in. I guess my point is they were well in the relegation zone, not outside of it when Sean Dyche came in.
They were 19.
So like Ange was an unmitigated disaster. And that's not Ange's fault. It's just he played the wrong style of football for what they needed at the time. When you're in a relegation scrap, you have to be defensive. Like Russell Martin is a good example at Southampton of when you're in a relegation scrap and you just want to stay in it. You can't just you can't be hard-headed with your principles and just you've got to be able to change your ways a little bit to try to consolidate your place in the league, because it's a lot of money that we're talking about, right? I mean, those parachute payments only get you so far.
So much.
So you want to keep your place in the league. So
I like it.
I'll shut up now. I got us off topic yet again, Virgil. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
You like butter, you get on a roll and you just melt.
I was about to go somewhere, but I was about to make myself look bad, so I'm not even going to go there.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Just do it. Do I need to approve it in the chat?
Yeah, I'll write it in the chat. How about that?
Okay, we'll do that. Bundesliga, Donnie, congratulations for, oh dear Lord, Bayern beating Heidenheim 4-0. I guess, he played the worst team in the league and just,
we did what we should against the worst
had a
team.
semi-decent year, right? I mean,
he had a customary goal.
Well, he's had 30 goals on the year now.
I said, but a passable return in the past year for club and country, I'd say. He doesn't get enough credit for how good he is. I mean, I don't care if he went to the Bundesliga. He proved he could do it in the Premier League. So he was the one good thing Tottenham had.
Yeah, I was kind of, when I saw him sign for Bayern, I'm like, that's actually going to be really good for him. And it was.
Well, it got him something he never had before, and no disrespect, Ed, but to that point, he didn't have it. It got him trophies.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yep.
I mean, ironically, they won one after he left.
Yeah.
But I mean, he played so many years, and you're like, He's that one player that couldn't get a trophy.
Yeah.
Just
So let's go over La Liga real quick since we all had to. You do need Bundesliga teams, by the way.
I don't have a Bundesliga team. No, I do.
neither do I
Oh,
actually.
you have Dortmund. That's right.
I have Dortmund by default because of all the hats that I have.
That's fair.
Honestly, I don't have a. I don't. Well, actually, the team that I've adopted over the years is Eintracht Frankfurt, and the only reason for that is because when I lived abroad, I lived with another guy named Patrick, and his name. So I was A Pat as American Patrick, and he was G Pat for German Patrick. We were really. We would mark all of our groceries that way: G Pat and A Pat.
The two of y'all need to get back together and bring Canadian Patrick into that mix, so y'all can have all these different
C
Patricks.
Pat. C Pat.
Even though his
A-Pat,
name's
and
not
G-Pat.
really Patrick, but still.
True.
Well, I mean, I am friends with him on StudiVertZeichnis,
Come again?
the German Facebook,
Bless you.
or at least it used to be StudiVertZeichnis.
Gesundheit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Virgil, did I butcher that pronunciation?
You actually
You
did.
got all the,
You actually did quite well on that. That was better than I thought it was going to be.
but
So-
you know what that is though.
I know. I've heard of it.
Yeah. Did I tell you that I without knowing any German, I successfully signed up for an account
I
What?
mean,
because the
I can-
platform looked exactly like Facebook's at the time.
Facebook. Yeah.
I was set up almost the same way. So without knowing any German, I successfully set up an account.
I feel like German and Dutch are like the two languages that you can probably kind of make out without really having to understand how to speak it or follow it.
Dumb luck because I don't know like other than like eins, zwei, and drei. I know very little German.
No, such a beautiful language, German.
It
you
is.
know?
It's a romance language.
Yeah, very, very much so. Yeah. Yeah.
It's romantic when I speak it.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
the
it
La Liga
is.
games, for the La Liga game,
Alrighty.
we have Real Madrid beat Sevilla 2-0. Really nothing to say on that one. That's just
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid doing Real things.
Yep.
Let's see. Donnie, Atletico Madrid's big Girona, 3-0. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Ed, as my team got Real Madrid, yours got Barca.
So here's the thing. I'm pissed off about this match.
Now, wasn't this supposed to be the Miami game?
This was the Miami game. One. But then all the La Liga fans started bitching and moaning and crying, because it's good. They're going to the United States. You know what? You're trying to grow the league. Just saying. But
I don't think this is the way you do it.
listen, I'm just saying. But then bring all the other teams. You know what I mean? Bring them over to grow the. But anyways, whatever. What I'm pissed off about is the fact that like Villarreal was really in it. You know what I mean? Barcelona was actually not playing pretty good early on. They were, Villarreal should have been up at least 2-0 at one point. But then, of course, in good fashion, Viega got a red card because
way-
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was just gonna say, where Renato Vega came from, right?
Don't. So, where did he come from?
Villarreal signed him from Chelsea.
Well, that asshat decided to tackle the 18-year-old superstar for Barcelona
was a
nowhere
nasty
near the
tackle,
ball.
bro.
He was nowhere near the ball. I'm like,
That was
bro,
a nasty tackle.
what he thought, and they were talking about it on the game. It's like
Oh.
he thought he was only at the very least he was going to get a yellow card. I'm like, dude, you didn't even go for the ball. The right call
Yeah.
was a red card. As a fan of Villarreal,
Yeah.
I was like, yep, that's a red card.
Yeah.
And then you play down the whole time, which they only, they did give up another goal in the 63rd minute.
Did you see the tackle?
Oh,
Disgusting, wasn't it?
it was.
No,
No. The kick.
Oh, did I miss something?
Eddie P went for a 64-yard kick.
And
Did you
just
get
hit the bottom.
It hit the bar, and that would have given McCutcheon the win if that went in.
But
the game's
anyways.
the game's not over yet.
I know it's not over yet,
Well,
but
that
I
was the
mean, by
63rd.
the way they're going, it's over.
But there's
for
no
me.
way for Virgil to catch him. So
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, got it.
Exactly.
I think
So
he
yeah,
had
but
oh, that's right. Okay, he has Pinero.
Piega, that tackle, it was a horrible tackle. Should have been kicked out. I'm one of the kids players. I'm punching the dude because that was a bad tackle on him.
Tell him to get
Uh,
off your lawn.
They did give up that one goal in the 12th minute. I'm like, come on, dude. And then Jamal hit one in the 63rd, and then that's it. Playing, one man down. I gotta say, to keep it 2-0, I
Yeah.
gotta hand it to them. That's not bad.
Well, I'm not really all into the Jamal hype like a lot of people are.
Mhm.
I mean, I think he's a good player, but I'm not just obsessed with him like it seems to be in vogue to do right now. But I am glad that he's okay. I've
Yeah.
seen him look really ordinary at times. Like he played Chelsea, and I mean, in that game he looked ordinary. I mean,
You talking about the kid?
yeah, Jamal. Like they put
Jamal.
Cucurella, they put Mark Cucurella on him, and it like
He's what? He's 18.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but still, I mean, for what he's been able to do in other games, like he's sort of being held to a different standard. But you're right.
Yes.
At the end of the day, he's still 18. I mean,
He's an 18-year-old kid.
He's going to be like if he, provided that he stays fit and everything, and I hope he does.
Right.
He's got incredible potential to be great.
And he's
I'm
playing
still
for
not,
a great club,
Yeah.
which
yeah,
is
well,
frustrating.
no,
I know. Again, I don't want to hear it. I know what your feelings are on the whole
wait,
getting players on the cheap and
Virgil, you know what I'm doing? I'm pulling financial levers. Virgil gets that.
Sadly, I do.
Yeah. Let's see. Financial levers for all the physical years.
Now, see, now you've
see,
ruined
now
it.
you're just
fiscal years.
insulting him.
Nah, fiscal years. I know about
Well, you
fiscal years.
can't take that back. It's already been out.
You already put it on the
And,
in the ether.
I was congratulate you on Real Betis. Or bet.
How
bet-
does Real Betis score 4 goals and Anthony
Against
doesn't
Getafe.
score?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How does that happen and Anthony doesn't score? Anthony's out there dancing. Anthony would be great in a Michael Jackson video, doing his little ball tricks and everything like that.
Well, he was the second highest rated player for the team at 8.7.
By the way,
Listen, Anthony's been great for Real Betis. It's it was only at Manchester United he was an unmitigated failure.
I don't feel too bad.
I mean, you what?
I still don't feel too bad about some of these teams because you got Barcelona 1, Real Madrid 2, Atletico Madrid 3, and then Villarreal at 4. Then you go down to your team, Real 6.
Yeah, I like to support the little guy. I'm not like Donnie just going after the big guns. We only go to the ones that have money.
I do also follow Mallorca. They are in 13th place right now. So
I somehow randomly picked Bayern Munich. I have no idea how that happened.
you know exactly how it happened, and I told you.
I do, unfortunately. I'm like, doggone it. Why'd you
And I
have to
still
find a
haven't-
supporters group?
And I still haven't made it back to a supporters group thing because of so many things we've had going on the weekends through
I want them to
November,
make you a
December.
sticker. Bayern Munich supporter for 13 days.
Well, I mean, like
By the way, have I mentioned that you look great in that hat?
Thank you. It's a beautiful hat.
Man,
Well,
I'm
like-
telling you.
Still
with the
more than you
wheel.
should have done.
Like with the wheel we do with teams. Sometimes the wheel taketh, and sometimes the wheel giveth.
Yep.
Well,
that's
the wheel take it away from me because my team is terrible.
I'm trying to look here.
Yeah, but am I allowed to keep Eintracht since I have followed them?
Yes, I will let you have
Eintracht Frankfurt, who by the way are usually never like at the top of the table either, but they do get, but they are a solid Europa League team.
Oh yeah,
in
they'll
most
be
cases.
they'll get Europe. They usually get
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah, but I remember when I first started like paying attention to them, they were lucky to still be in the Bundesliga.
I'm looking over Championship real quick to see if there's any games that are worth talking about. Wrexham did lose 2-1 to Swansea.
Wrexham's hit a bit of a tough run of form, but so is Birmingham. Birmingham's only one spot above them in the table. And I'm only throwing those two together because they came up together.
They came up
as
together, those
promoted
two teams.
So, and obviously
Yep.
because of the Tom Brady thing and everything. So, because Birmingham was so dominant in League One last year. And I was like, I wonder how they're going to do in the championship compared to Wrexham. So that's why I've been kind of following both of those teams. And Wrexham's done about as well as Birmingham has. I mean, they're right there. Birmingham's, I think, 1 point above them or 2 points, but haven't played the same number of games.
Wrexham had a better week than Birmingham because Birmingham lost 3-0 to Sheffield United.
Ooh. Are we talking about the same abject like Sheffield United side? I mean, they've gotten better under Chris Wilder, but they're still near the bottom of the table.
It's kind of crazy because you got Birmingham is 14th and Wrexham is 15th.
Yeah.
You know what? And to be honest with you, I think that, in my opinion, I think both those two teams being in the middle of the table in the championship, I'm okay with that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the danger of like instant success.
Correct.
You get this false narrative of it's just that easy to do it every year. I mean,
Which it
it's
isn't.
unheard of. It's unheard of to do. Even when teams have gone from League 2 to the Premier League, Luton didn't do it in 5 straight years.
Yeah.
Like Luton had to get to the championship and kind of build their way up to that standard before they did it. Now it's possible. I mean, and Sunderland, let's face it, Sunderland was a very similar way, even though they were an established Premier League club. Correct. They had to make their way back down to League One before they could kind of rebuild. And it took several years because even when they got back to the championship, it took Sunderland about 3-4 seasons to really kind of get back up to that standard. And even then it was a bit of a surprise. So Wrexham's in a good spot.
Correct.
Wrexham's in a good spot. As long as they don't blow it all up and like let Phil Parkinson do his thing. Phil Parkinson is an excellent manager. He's very seasoned in the championship, and he knows this league very well.
You have to have patience.
But the problem is sports fans just don't.
I was going to say you have to have patience, but nobody wants patience.
I almost said football sports, but I'm like sports fans in general just don't have it. It's like
don't forget with Sunderland. Don't forget with Sunderland also, they not only dropped out of the Premier League, they dropped out of Championship the next year. They had a double drop, and a lot of teams do not survive a double drop.
Well, and Luton just had the double drop, did they not?
Yes, because I do not see.
They got relegated from the Prem, and then they got relegated from the Championship, did they not? Or did they survive? And I didn't realize.
No, looking at the Championship table, I did not see Luton.
I don't see Luton.
Yeah, because Luton did that because ironically the Wolves manager was the Luton manager, Rob Edwards, and like they had a really good first season in the Prem, and they survived. But then the next year it was just a precipitous drop off.
I'll say this about Wrexham. Obviously, we talked about this. It's never been done. They were the first team to, go from where they were at all the way to championship. Congratulations on them. Like you said, let the manager just build that team. They are doing an amazing job of what they've been doing. They have built such a massive following too. They're upgrading that stadium, which, by the way, it needed some major upgrades. So
looks great.
It looks amazing. And then you also developing the women's team as well, which is also another great story. So I think that Wrexham is doing it right. It's going to take some time. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Wrexham being in the championship for at least a couple more years.
And to be fair, like the supporters that you see on the TV screen have been relatively like reasonable, I would say, about it. They knew the gain to the championship. I mean, these guys have seen, 16 years of non-league football.
Correct.
So, I mean, and they saw Wrexham when they were a first division team. So a lot of them, they know. I mean, it's not their first race. They know that what happened to them is not normal.
No.
Well, then also you got to remember they also watched the two other Welsh clubs have to struggle the way they did too, with Swansea and Cardiff, both Premier League teams at some point. But Swansea is another story. They went from League 2 to Premier League in a relatively I won't say quick manner, but definitely faster than what people would expect from a League 2 team.
Yep.
So yeah, they have that reference about what it was like. So yeah, the fact they're in championship the way they are, it's good to see actual cooler heads prevailing on that. That
Well,
they have an idea.
I think
At
it's
least you
good for
got
the long-term
something
health of
solid
the
in-
club to get consolidated in the championship.
Yeah.
Now, as long as you don't become a yo-yo club going from the championship to League One, like I always use Peterborough United as an example of that, Virgil. Darren McAntony's team. I mean, how many times did Darren Ferguson, who, by the way, is Sir Alex Ferguson's son, how many times did Peterborough win League One? I mean, at least 4 or 5 that I can think of.
So
But then they'd get relegated back to League One within a year or 2.
you mentioned Peterborough, but the team that I always put as the yo-yo
Posh
club
United. I'm sorry, Posh.
between League One and Championship, and this year they've actually done a lot better and even getting close to promotion. Preston North End was that team to me.
That's Deepdale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Preston when Phil Brown was there. What a legend!
Oh, man.
What a legend! I love
that.
Phil
Is
Brown,
a name.
man.
Wow, man, that is a name.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I looked at League One teams real quick.
I was just doing the same thing.
I was too, because you said Luton. You were talking about Luton, right? Earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're down to 8th right now in the League One.
Cardiff has won.
There are certain teams that I'm used to seeing like in Championship that are in League One, and it's like making my mind just not work.
Which one? I want to see if we're on the same page.
Reading.
Yeah.
Jeez, they're
Funny
middle of the
story.
table.
Atlanta United's former defender Derek Williams is playing as a starting defender for Reading. He transferred from Atlanta United to Reading. He's done quite well. He's an English international anyway, or sorry, Jamaican international. But he's I think he's England born though.
No, I could have, and actually, I may be mistaken because I know I haven't been really following League One Championship as long as I have some other stuff. But as long as I've been watching Premier League, Reading was always in Championship. They were there with Derby. They were there with Nottingham Forest. Like these were teams that just perpetually in Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when I started watching, Reading was a Premier League team.
Let's see that too.
Like Steve Cotterill was their manager, if I remember correctly. Steve, did I say it right? I think it was. I could get that. I've got to look up that name, but I remember Reading as a Premier League club because, yeah, and in fact, like them and Blackburn were that way for me, and then Blackburn has become like a perennial championship club. And it's just weird for me still because when I started watching, Blackburn were in the Premier League. So whenever I think of those original Premier League teams for me, it's weird seeing them in a lower division.
Stoke's for me, the team that I'm used to seeing in Premier League.
But I'm glad you brought up Stoke. Is Mark Robbins a wonder worker? Like there have been feels like 10 managers that have tried since Tony Pulis to bring Stoke City back to relevance, and Mark Robbins is the first one to have them up in the conversation.
I feel there's a case of optimism there for once.
But I mean, they've had about 10 years of just like hopelessness.
Yeah.
Like Tony Pulis is the last one that got any kind of song out of those players that played for Stoke City. I miss seeing a rainy day in Stoke in the Premier League. I want Donnie in his second year as a Palace supporter to see what a rainy day at Stoke is like.
Yes,
what a fixture that would be. What beautiful football that would be. Palace against Stoke on a rainy Monday night fixture.
That is one of my favorite ongoing jokes in football. Just
let's bring back. Can we bring back Rory Delap for just one game? Let him play against Palace.
Are you talking about Mr. Longthrow over there?
Yes, Mr. Longthrow. Yes.
Yeah. The last thing I want to end on with soccer talk is, of course, there's a continental tournament going on right now. One of my favorites because it's always chaotic. Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
I saw those games tomorrow. Actually, there's like 4 matches tomorrow.
Oh yeah. So we've already had yesterday we had Morocco beating Comoros 2-0. which Morocco probably already has goal of the tournament on either their first or their second goal. I can't remember what it was, but the
Comoros.
Comoros. No, Morocco got the goal against Comoros.
Morocco got the goal.
Yeah.
Was it Hakimi by any chance?
I think it was. No, it wasn't. It was Diaz.
Oh, Diaz. Okay.
Yeah. So definitely look at there's a bicycle kick goal. Today's games, Mali and Zambia tied 1-1. South Africa beat Angola 2-1, and Egypt beat Zimbabwe 2-1. Salah did get a goal in stoppage time, in case you were wondering, Patrick. Tomorrow's games: Nigeria, Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda, and then Democratic Republic of Congo versus Benin. That one could be interesting. And Senegal versus Botswana. But the reason why
I'm actually trying against Nigeria. Just let it go. Let Democratic Republic of Congo have their place.
Are they still bringing that up?
Yes.
Are we? Because I remember the last I left off that their coach was blaming it on voodoo.
Well, no, like they were, and Donnie, maybe you've seen this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that they were looking to try to bring a formal case against Democratic Republic of Congo, like fielding up to 7 ineligible players in their qualifier.
Seems like I saw something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I know that they were trying to bring formal trial. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's just when you brought up DRC, this is
kind of relevant to Africa Cup of Nations. So
let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's for the World Cup rather than the Africa Cup and AFCON, but still, I know that Nigeria is trying to get them disqualified and take their place in the tournament.
Yeah, 5 days ago.
Reuters, Nigeria filed a complaint. Yeah.
Ooh, St. Helena versus Ascension.
Yeah, it's about the eligibility of some players who were born in Europe but switched nationalities to represent Congo internationally. That's what it is.
That to me, it just screams sour grapes.
Listen. If they're going to change the rule like that, then basically
6 to 9 players actually.
Yeah.
How many? 6 to 9.
6 to 9 players is what they are claiming.
So not 6, 7.
No. Don't. I get to hear it here at home. Cancellate, please don't. Please don't.
It says, but they may not have gone through the process of giving up their European passports in line with Congolese law before representing the country. It says you cannot have dual nationality in Congolese.
And if you look closer, their source is, dude, just trust me on this. I believe that they're doing this because that's just like.
Well, when I heard about their sauces, it was ketchup and mustard and barbecue sauce. That's what those are the sauces that they used. By the way, Donnie, just to explain, a lot of football people on Twitter will like use jokes about instead of sources instead of like source trust me, bro, they'll say my sauces because it's just a crazy story. So for context.
Gotcha.
I know it's not funny. It's just
I needed to learn that as well. So thank you.
He admitted something he said wasn't funny. How about that?
Well, trust me.
I think that's what he just did.
Yeah. Well,
what are the odds of that?
I only get him a gift, and he's still mean to me. So at least Mrs. Mayer's nice to me.
Oh my God, the miracle! It's a Christmas miracle.
I mean, they're going to be playing a game tomorrow. So once they've played a game, it's like you can't undo that. You can't unwrap the package.
You know what you guys have done to me, by the way? What you guys?
What do we do? What do we do to you?
Prospector and producer. The fact that we're doing this show, I'm looking at second division league here for La Liga. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the table. I'm looking at champion.
So I'll start
Sundays.
This is because we are a well-versed sports show that looks at everyone. We don't leave anybody out.
Sundays and Saturdays and Sundays in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I go downstairs by myself because I get to watch some soccer. Mm-hmm. And this is the one time I will give ESPN credit for is because they put the lower divisions on ESPN, so you get to watch the Bundesligas 2, La Liga, and all of these other leagues, and then you get to enjoy that.
Yeah.
and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I've never followed as much Bundesliga 2 as I have when I met Virgil Brooks.
I
Like,
believe it.
You're not the first person that said that to me. Like
Yeah.
this week.
well, like I'm looking forward to Kaiserslautern against Paderborn.
Oh
Like,
God,
that's-
I'm not.
Like that's one that I'm circling on my calendar.
That makes one of us because I'm not looking forward to that.
Well,
Why?
listen,
Because you're afraid of how badly Kaiserslautern is going to annihilate Paderborn. Is that
Sure,
what
let's go with that. Nobody clip that. I'm not going to say that. No.
Virgil said it? Polly, clip it. You heard Virgil.
No.
listen, we would consider this a Christmas miracle if we get to have Eric talk to us and come on the show one
Man,
day.
And I'm
Listen.
glad
next
you
year.
brought that up. I have a way that we can get him on. So you know how you were talking about UFL earlier, Ed?
Yeah.
Well, Eric's probably going to try to come up with his own league where you can't kick. He's going to come up with his own football league, and he can come on here and he can be like, "Yeah, I'm going to do my own league because kicking is terrible, and there's no one that can kick because they're terrible.
I mean, he
And
ain't wrong.
everything
though.
everything except passing is terrible."
Yeah, I still like the kicking game.
I've
do too.
got the
There's
perfect.
an art to it. As a soccer player, where like guys in high school were like who are kickers are like former or current soccer players or Australian rules football for
Mhm.
punters. I mean, it's a skill set, and I think if we've learned anything about kicking is that it got taken for granted that it was automatic. Not everybody's Adam Vinatieri or David Akers or even
Or
David Akers toward the end. Or who?
Or Grammatica.
Oh, which one?
Which one? ACL tear or Martine?
ACL tear.
That one was one of
Oh.
the wildest things I've ever seen in my life.
But was that not an Arizona Cardinals thing?
It was.
Like, that's so Arizona Cardinals. Like,
You're celebrating a kick. Was it? It wasn't during like at the beginning of the season. Like, it's one of the.
it was a game-winning kick.
Game-winning kick, yeah.
No, I get that, but he was celebrating because I don't know if it was like it's an actual game that counted or was it one of the.
I think it was an actual game that counted, if memory serves me right.
It wasn't a preseason game.
It wasn't a preseason game.
No, it was not a
But
preseason
it was.
game. I don't think it
Well,
was.
I remember
Oh,
he jumped up and he was like fist pumping, and then he came
And
down,
then-
and it's like,
Grabbed his knee right away.
Yeah.
He knew it
Yeah.
right away.
listen, that's like, to me, that's like Kyler like straining his shoulder from playing PlayStation.
I seriously thought that was a
Like-
preseason game.
I'm
Well,
checking.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember for sure, but like to me, that's like Kyler Murray hurting himself by gaming, like just
Mm.
like in a celebration. It's like, really?
It's like Anthony Richardson hitting himself in the eye with a band.
Oh, 100%.
No, it was definitely not a preseason game. It happened in December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, nobody has a history of soccer players becoming place kickers like Clemson, because we had Obed Oriri followed by Donald Igwebuike in the early 80s. Both Nigerian-born soccer players who became NFL kickers after kicking at
listen,
Clemson.
I never thought I'd see the day that I would be doing this, and I'm almost throwing up in my mouth a little bit that I'm about to do this, but congratulations to Clemson soccer program for having 4 first-round picks in the MLS Super Draft.
Oh, gross. Why would you say that?
Because it happened.
Yep. I was
Don't-
going to
don't-
eventually bring it up
don't
if you
say none of
didn't.
that.
So.
Sorry, I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I bet that tasted bad.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it tasted like Dabo's dirty money.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Obed Oriri, by the
Dabo's
way,
got dirty money in all those Clemson sports.
he played 2 years in the NFL. He also played in the USFL for the Washington Federals and the Arena League for the Miami Hooters. I do not remember that team, but I wish I did.
Hooter.
The
That's
Miami Hooters.
Great name. That is a great name.
They were previously known as the Sacramento Attack. So the Florida Bobcats arena football team in Sunrise, previously known as Sacramento Attack and the Miami Hooters. For 10 seasons, they played in the AFL, founded in 92 through 2001. Yeah, 93 to 95, they were the Miami Hooters. It's awesome. I had no idea until I just went
Who
down
was-
this rabbit hole for a second.
I was gonna say which team was no, like
They,
which team were the Miami Hooters? Or what are they a different team today?
well, they don't exist anymore. They folded after 10 years, but they
Let me guess.
became
Let me guess. You have their hat.
no.
Shocker.
I
Shocker.
didn't even know they existed.
Shocker.
But I'm gonna do a deep dive on that now.
Donnie, I've prepared something that I'm just going to use every time you have to make something about Clemson.
Oh God,
I'm just saving this image for you.
that's amazing. Did you just create that?
I did. I got bored. So
I love that.
I'm going to save this. And so every time you do something, I'm going to have this ready for you.
That's amazing.
Yes, I should have put Clemson, but I shouldn't have put it another time.
With a capital P.
Capital P. So let's talk real quick about you said something about having Eric on this show. I'm still overcome with emotion on Thursday when he actually talked about a Division II game.
He did.
That we had nothing to do about, and he had analysis and all that, because man, it brings a man to tears to see something like that. But what also brings me to tears is the fact that I picked Harding and they got destroyed by Ferris State.
Try to tell you.
So I know, I never learn.
I mean, I told you about Darren Young, Mr. No Days Off.
Wait, what?
The running game of Ferris State was just too dominant.
All over.
Remember,
Hold
I
on,
said,
time out. I'm sorry. How does Darren Young apply to this?
I'm so glad that you asked, Virgil.
He probably does.
Um,
But go
No,
ahead.
because remember I brought Ferris State, and I said like Ferris State, they have a
Ferris
day
State,
off,
though.
but
Ferris
they're
State.
going to but instead they're going to channel their inner Darren Young by saying they're Mr. No Days Off, and they're going to win against Harding.
I cannot believe I missed that reference initially.
I
You
can't believe
did?
that you did either, because you're the only one that would get it. Because
I'm very
Donnie's
upset.
looking at me like, the what?
Yeah, I was like, I have no idea what you're
I
talking
mean,
about.
I know Ed knows because Ed's a wrestling fanatic, but other than that,
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I missed that. I'm surprised by
Yeah,
that. But no,
but-
Harding loses to Ferris. Well, where'd the score go? I just lost it. Dang it. There it is. Harding loses to Ferris State 42-21. This was 21-14 at half, and I thought it was going to be a little bit more interesting. But of course, Ferris had to score 3 touchdowns in the third quarter just to make a mockery of me for picking this game.
It was a mockery. They make a mockery of you.
millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars.
So in the other score, in the Division III, Wisconsin River Falls beats John Hopkins 48-41. That was a really good game. Wisconsin wins on a kind of a walk-off touchdown in a way, because they scored with about 5 seconds left in that game. North Central put a beating on the John Carroll, which I think we all saw coming if we were paying attention to that one. As much as we enjoyed the John Carroll story, eventually, things
It was going to run out. Yeah.
Eventually, Cinderella goes away. So,
Well, is that the case for FCS? Because one's still hanging in there.
Correct.
So we have our FCS final, which is
I'm so flipping excited.
Montana State against unseeded Illinois State.
But Ed, I think you're with me on this. And this is the first for me. It's not for you, Ed, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But this is the first time I think I've gotten all my FCS picks right. I know it's only 2 games, and the odds were, fairly good to actually do that. But that's the first time in my time picking FCS picks that, number one, I was even had a winning record doing it. But number 2, that I got both of them right. I didn't win picks this week, but I'm going to take a win by doing the FCS
Absolutely.
picks.
Take it. Take the
Yeah,
win.
congratulations, by the way, Donnie, on winning picks.
yeah, right.
Congratulations. It's either you or Virgil. I know how this works.
Now, I'm going to ask you guys this question and see if you know the answer to this. So, as I mentioned earlier, Illinois State is an unseeded team.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys name the last time there was an unseeded team in the FCS finals?
How long ago are we talking?
Since the 24 team playoff era started.
Back in 2014. Is it Troy?
I would
The
say like
answer.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, the answer is
Never.
this is the first time it's happened.
Really?
Yep. There's
I
never been.
thought he was gonna. I thought it was a trick question, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you were right to think that.
Yeah.
So
The
yeah,
fact
there.
And the fact
I
that
thought maybe he was
Illinois
going to go
State
for a
is
team that's
relevant.
now FBS that moved up from FCS, but
But the fact that you have Illinois State, which by the way, they were not a bad team all year. They were 12-4.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. They weren't. And like I said,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were even questioning if they should have been
um,
in the playoffs after their last loss.
and I've been touting them for like 7 weeks at this point.
I think you and me were both we got Montana State and Illinois State.
Yeah. Well, like even before like the playoffs started, I was like, watch out for those boys from Illinois State. Now I did not pick them every week, but I said, watch out for those boys from Illinois State.
Yeah.
They're serious.
Oh my God. I have just been texted that I was wrong.
What?
Uh-oh. Somebody's fact checking you.
I just got fact checked.
Donnie.
No,
It wasn't
it's
me
not
this
Donnie.
time.
And they're saying, and I wrote, I am very disappointed in you. I cannot believe you forgot about 2016. And I remember this game because I talked about the Fighting Bo Pellinis for Youngstown State.
Youngstown
Oh,
State.
Okay.
I thought Youngstown State was a lower rated seed, like a double-digit seed, and no, they were unseeded.
Dang.
This
So
is
I
what
cleared
happens
that
when
up.
you underestimate Penguins.
Wow.
But wait a minute, I need to challenge that real quick. Give me 1 minute.
Who was the
Because
one that challenged you?
Oh, I have a friend that listens.
Samantha, that wasn't really nice of you.
It's not Samantha. No.
Samantha, I mean, I get it, but
Well,
I mean,
let me say this: Did any y'all watch the Montana State game? Because I watched a pretty good bit of that game. Montana State was like, I don't know. I didn't
It wasn't
expect them to
close.
be as dominant in that game as they were.
in fact, I remember someone saying,
Uh oh.
Ed's got the dreaded spinning wheel. But I remember someone saying, I don't know if I can pick Montana State because they haven't looked good in these playoffs.
Oh, no,
Well,
so-
I didn't think they had actually, but they looked good against the Grizz because I thought the Grizz were going to be the better team going into
Well,
that.
believe it or
but-
not, Donnie, you weren't the one I was talking about.
No, he was taking a shot at me
Okay.
because I said after that Yale game, I really did not. I did not think they had.
So
I
close.
thought they looked kind of pedestrian against Yale, and I thought that was going to carry over. And even against the Stephen F. Austin game, I did not think they looked that impressive.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't think they had either. I couldn't remember if I'd said it or not, but I didn't think they
Although,
looked. I thought Montana had looked better consistently throughout than Montana State,
well, they
and that's
did.
why I was sticking with the Grizz. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
it was like Montana State came out with a vengeance.
And I was paying attention to the Illinois State Villanova game, and I was a little reticent because Illinois State got out to a lead, right? And all I
Yep.
could think about was what happened in the Villanova Tarleton State game,
Yeah.
where it was like because they were down by about a similar amount in that game, and I
Mhm.
was like, I was a little leery because I wanted to say something to Virgil about it, and I'm like, but you know what's going to happen? I'm going to be if I do
You're
that,
gonna
I'm
say
going to be just
something,
as
it's
bad as
gonna-
Dave
yeah.
Portnoy. I said I'm going to be as bad as Dave Portnoy, where it's like I'm barking too early,
Too early.
and so. But I was kind of watching that game and kind of following it when I couldn't watch it, and I was like, these boys from Illinois State are looking good, but I know with how good that Villanova team has been this year, you can't count them out because. Like you said, against a very good Tarleton State team, they came back and dominated. So
Yep.
the Grizz beat Furman in the 2001 national championship game.
See, the reason why I was so confident with Montana State is because this game happened already in Montana, and this time they were in
Mhm.
Montana State, and I was very much confident. I was like, oh, if they went into Montana Stadium and beat them there, they're gonna be just fine.
Well, and for me, it's a rivalry game, right? And form goes
Correct.
out the window.
Yep.
So like I hate to bring up the SEC, but like you see that in the SEC all the time. Like
Correct.
like
used to
teams,
do it in the
really
Big Ten as
bad
well.
teams against really good teams, but when rivalry games come in, it doesn't really matter.
You know what's
I didn't know
crazy?
Billy Napier. I didn't know Billy Napier went to Furman.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy, Phil? In 2001, I was in my second year of college.
I was in high school. Donnie, where were you?
Rhonda and I had been married for 11 years and had one child. Not our
Virgil,
second
where
one
were
yet.
you? Virgil, where were you?
Sophomore year of high school.
You were at my high school?
Not your high school now. That's
Donnie
not
was
what
Oh
I said.
man, Virgil, how did I miss the goat at my own high school? That's awesome.
That's not what I said.
Okay, I thought you said sophomore, your high school, and I was like, what?
No, I
How
said
did I miss
sophomore at high school.
Phil,
How did I miss the
Phil was in
goat?
his third year teaching Midland Valley. I am looking forward to this game, though. I mean, eventually we're going to pick it, on Thursday.
Ooh, that's going to be such.
We will not be picking this.
We will
on
not be
Thursday.
picking on Thursday.
No, we will not.
This game is on January 5th, so it's going to be a few
while.
weeks.
Yep,
Well,
you're right.
Put it this way, you guys may be picking games on Thursday, but I will not be.
No, yeah. Because we are, yeah. Christmas.
We'll probably be picking this game a week from tomorrow.
Yeah. So,
I mean, if you guys want to do Christmas picks, I mean, whatever.
yeah, no, I'm not going to be around. It's Christmas Day, bro. You kidding me? My wife will straight up murder me if I'm doing this on Christmas Day. I didn't
Hey,
have
that might boost the ratings.
it would. It really would. So, by the way, thank you everybody in the comments, and thank you everybody that's watching on this wonderful
Yeah,
show.
appreciate it.
You know, Break Even Sports. Obviously, some people think that we're on a private, but we're not.
No,
We're
no,
very
I
much
mean,
live.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I'll just say this: there are people watching.
How crazy is that? People that are watching also
Man,
commenting.
and
That's
people
crazy.
People watch 3 times a week.
Hot
figure.
dog.
Yeah.
I'll be damn. That's just crazy. Crazy talk, right?
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
oh God Almighty, I love this show, guys. I just want you to know that I love doing this show with you guys. So
Oh,
Is there
I was
anything-
going to say earlier when we were talking about trying to get Eric on the show, it may not be till late spring or summer, but I know what'll get him on there is when we start talking about women's professional softball. Because there's a second league coming in, and they're going to have
But
a
is he
team
gonna-
in Kansas City.
But is he actually going to talk about the actual sport, or is he only going to talk about,
Either way, as long as he talks about it, I don't
Listen.
care.
Hey, well, listen, I want to make sure that that Mrs. Prophet is listening while he talks about it.
Right.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Because listen, I will get popcorn for all of you. I don't have Donnie's money, but I will stump up and get the popcorn for everybody, and because I'll pay
Yeah.
to watch that.
Yep.
One thing that is not soccer or football related.
M&M's on mine. Just
Say that again.
What?
So I couldn't hear you.
well, you know, I'm getting popcorn. I'm gonna put some M&M's in mine for that. That's what
Bro, hell yeah.
It's always good to have some. Oh, never mind.
The little crunch pieces, the crunch bar pieces on there. Ooh, baby.
I haven't done a bunch of crunch. I need to do that.
Oh, bunch of crunch. You got to do bunch of crunch. I'm telling you. Did you guys this week? I was at a wedding, so I didn't watch it. But did you guys see the wonderful, amazing fight that happened?
Oh,
Boxing fight. My dude got knocked out. Fuck out.
Yeah, he did not know that was coming.
that
sure
one.
wasn't.
That wasn't in the
Listen.
script.
Listen, that one made my jaw drop.
He broke his jaw in 2 places, bro. So that mean the fact
Listen,
that he goes,
I got Virgil to break. I'm good.
so he got like the fact that he got when he got hit, he goes down and he goes, wow. I'm like, what were you expecting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is why we have weight classes.
You know what I mean?
Did you it was I couldn't help but laugh seeing Jake Paul in the weigh-ins. Jake Paul
dude,
standing up
yes,
against
Phil.
Anthony Joshua. I'm like, this is wow.
Yup.
Jake Paul.
Andrew Tate also, dude, he was like flaunting all this other stuff, and then he goes and gets knocked out. Then he is such a big idiot. He is
Did Andrew Tate fight too, or is it
Yeah,
just,
he did. It was a boxing match.
Well, I wouldn't call them. I wouldn't say they fought.
It wasn't a fight. It was
It's
so
just like one
bad.
of their celebrity like thing,
Look it up.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. It was that bad. But then he also goes and doubles down and says, the new way, like y'all think I lost. I'm like, I just bet against myself to lose, and I just made 80 million. I was like, bro, you just admitted to cheating. Like, how is that how is that even smart? So yeah. You should definitely watch that. Yeah. Andrew Tate got embarrassed by someone who should not be a professional fighter. That dude is so bad at boxing that made Andrew Tate made him look like a professional fighter.
Did Nate Robinson get another win?
So
Man, look at Big Nate. Look at Big Nate getting a big win. Tiny.
So there's that. That's all I wanted to say, Virgil. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Well, it was fun while it lasted that the Colts were in this game. Thanks a lot, Donnie, for your 17th team in the NFL.
Welcome to the offseason.
Beating my team again. The San Francisco Studious Donnies. I don't know. I got to work on that one.
That's bad.
That was
It
horrible.
is.
That was not
It's horrible, but I'm going to work on it.
I mean, you could have done the San Francisco 40 Donnies.
Ooh, that's even better. We're going with that. San Francisco 40 Donnies.
When have you been 40?
He hasn't been 40 in like
1986.
1800 years.
It was one of my younger teams.
Yikes.
Yeah, 40 Donnies works. Hold on, time out. 40 Donnies or Donnie Niners?
Can we call them the Donnie 99ers?
No.
No.
You just went too far.
You're adding too many syllables.
Yep. That's just too much right there. See, that was just too much. So
Sounded good to me. I don't know.
my boy Brock Purdy, 4 touchdowns. So far, 20 for 26, 248 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Listen, my guy Phillip Rivers, he still has a QBR of 114.8.
Congratulations on a loss.
Was I expecting anything different? What did I
No,
tell you
you
guys
were
about
not.
3 weeks ago?
Hasn't been already the Colts been eliminated?
I think officially they will be this week,
Yeah.
especially with the way
Officially
results
today?
are gone. Because
Man, such promise with them, and I know we'll talk about it tomorrow, but such promise, and then boom.
it just goes to show you how important the quarterback is, though.
Oh God, yeah, 100%.
Well, but for the Colts, and we'll get into this. I know this isn't the show for it, but the biggest problem is that it was losing the quarterback. Plus, you got absolutely depleted on defense.
Mm-hmm.
They went all in to try to fix their problem, but Travarius Ward hurt. Sauce Gardner hurt. DeForest Buckner hurt. I mean, like, these are big time guys for that defense. I mean, not just in terms of skill, but leadership. Now, good teams find a way to get past that and do that. Our team is not that team. Like, I mean, there's other teams that have had significant injuries too, and they found a way to battle through it. The Colts did not. So it's not an excuse for why we didn't make the playoffs. It's just
You didn't. Yeah.
Because I'm a big believer. Either you do or you don't.
Yeah.
And
At the end of the day, that's what happens. And you have to give credit to the Texans and the Jaguars because they've been showing up and doing it. And those Florida Fighting Donnies, I don't know who they signed at quarterback, but that ain't Trevor Lawrence.
So that's what Trevor Lawrence could always be if he had a coach worth a shit.
Virgil.
He hasn't had one.
It's always somebody else's fault with you Clemson people, isn't it?
It was nice while it
It's always somebody else's
It
fault.
was.
It was nice while it lasted, my friend.
What was?
Oh, my
His fantasy team.
Yeah.
Donnie, no chance. You were done.
Yeah, so I'm going to be playing Eric for third place now.
Yeah, because Eric had no chance either.
Yep.
So
Who's my
so
next
how does
game?
this
I don't
work?
know how that works.
yeah, I was gonna say, how does the consolation bracket work? Are are you fighting for basically the remaining places when you're not in the winners bracket? Is
Yeah.
that basically
Yeah,
You're
if
just
you-
fighting for seeding.
so?
Yeah.
So basically, if you finished like 5th in the regular season, you could still finish dead last.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
If
Like
you
I
go
said,
to
based
if
off
you go to
points, what's it
league,
based off of?
go to league and look at playoff bracket, and you can see
playoffs.
where it goes.
Yeah,
Playoffs?
yeah,
I
yeah.
just want I just want to know if I'm playing official league next week because I want to have a break.
No,
Um,
you-
I don't
No,
know. Like official league looked pretty good. They got 173.
No, they're done.
still lower than anybody else except BC.
Not much. I'm right there with them.
So right now, the
That
way
team's
it goes, it
terrible.
would be Hudson Valley Thrash against Racing for Rugs.
For
And
first
then-
place.
Which they've been the top 2 teams all
They have
year.
been,
so
yeah.
They have, and they
it's
deserve it.
appropriate.
They deserve it.
Yep. Then you got
Probably won't be with you on that.
Eric and Laces Out going to be playing for the consolation ladder.
What was that again?
Constellation.
Third place.
What was that again?
The Constellation game.
The constellation. Okay,
Constellations. Yeah,
cool.
constellations. And so
That's
then
cool.
once that's broken down, then you'll see, because then we got to see about what happens next after that. So it's going to be interesting because there's going to be
Man,
I lost big time to Purple Rain.
It didn't make
Um,
any difference in my outcome, but I picked up the Vikings defense because I knew the Dolphins were going to
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
and then I forgot to change them out. And Dolphins got me negative points, but nobody else got me anything. I got 1.6 out of Kelsey, 2.2 out of Travion Henderson. Like nobody did shit. Josh Allen 6.9.
yeah.
I mean,
Listen, I had one player do well this week. It was Stafford.
Are they
Still-
based on the scores you get? Like that's what you go against.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh God, am I playing McCutcheon again?
Possibly.
Oh no.
Well, no. Doesn't a winner go on and play? I don't know how.
The winner goes up to play the other winner, so it's like you're going to drop
You're
probably
not going to play
even lower.
McCutcheon again.
Okay. I don't want to see that man.
Yeah.
4 was enough.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It doesn't matter who I play next week. I'm going to get absolutely destroyed because all of you in the constellation bracket scored more than I did, except for like official league.
You know I'm going to
And-
call this. I'm going to
and
try to
that-
name it that next year, right?
What?
Sorry, Patrick. What was that?
What?
What were you saying about people
No.
scoring more than you?
Oh, everyone scores more than me.
No.
No, Virgil, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Virgil, because
I'm not doing it.
he is just
What,
egging you
what are you
on.
talking about? No, I mean,
Don't do it, Virgil.
like,
Not doing this. Not doing
Hold
this.
strong. Hold
because
strong.
I faced Zach and he basically just, he basically just said if he's not in the winners bracket, he's done. That's the only reason I won this week.
Don't do it,
I-
Virgil. It's not
I
worth it.
barely got more than Virgil
You
did.
tried this Sunday. I ain't doing this.
Mm-mm.
I tried what Sunday?
I know you know what I'm talking about. You sent me a text on Sunday. I didn't. I saw it. I didn't.
And I'll tell you what I said. I said I almost had one of the worst fantasy football performance meltdowns in fantasy football history.
Mm-hmm.
Came darn close too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not doing it. So can we talk about something else real quick? Since we didn't really get a chance to talk about this on Thursday, there is a new identity from the Cincinnati Cyclones
Nope,
at the
not going to talk
ECHL.
about it.
Why are we not talking about this, Ed?
I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
it. You
The
guys can
people
talk about it.
The people need to see this.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I mean Ed deserves it.
Nope, he does not.
Ed
I think
does
it's the
deserve it.
3-way tie between us over you. So
You guys can have at it. I'm just not going to say a word about it.
Mhm.
I always thought you were a fan of 3-ways. But here is the logo in question.
That's good. That's good.
That
Virgil.
was great timing.
Thank you.
Oh, I'll give you that.
So this is the Cincinnati Cyclones 3-ways, and the reason why Ed hates it so much is because it is a Skyline Chili variant. I guess Skyline Chili has something called a 3-way. I'm not really sure about Cincinnati cuisine.
Yeah, Donnie apparently knows about it.
Hot garbage is what it is.
it's the chili, the pasta, and the cheese
Cheese.
that makes it the 3-way.
Yep.
Because you can get just the chili and the pasta, or I don't know, Ed, if he even cares what the other options are.
Nope.
But the 3-way is all 3 things on there.
First of all, the chili is gross as shit. Who puts cinnamon on that thing? It's just
It's not great, but it's not horrible.
it is horrible.
Well, don't
Has
forget,
Eric-
Ed.
Has Eric tried it on one of his 5?
I know, Virgil.
million trips?
I know. I haven't
I haven't forgotten. I'm trying to find the right IPA to mix with it for a Skyline beer chili.
Ooh.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten.
Oh my word.
I'll even break out my old pasta recipe.
Rest
from
in
the old
peace,
country.
Ed.
My stomach is gonna be the one that's suffering from that.
Yeah, rest in peace, your stomach. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and there's something else after it goes through. So, well, not happy about it, but whatever. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. All right.
See if there's anything. Oh, there's little jerseys right here.
They look pretty good, actually.
I like that.
I think the logo is pretty cool.
You see how those 3 lines right there at the bottom, right? Pasta, chili, cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Cheese, yep.
Which is really a cool little accent on the sweater.
Yeah. I mean, the stuff. Obviously, Skyline chili is absolutely atrociously gross. But the logo is cool. I like the logo. I like the how they did it, the play on the colors and everything. So, other than the fact that I think it's absolutely atrociously gross. Not bad logo.
What's there's a direct competitor to them there, and I can't remember the name. It starts with a G. Do you know who it is? It's another chili chain there.
If you hadn't said that, I know who it is.
I don't know who it is.
Because when I was there with Sellers, he told me about it, and I was just curious if Ed knew who it was and if you had ever had theirs and what the difference in the chili is. Gorman's, I think it is. Yeah, maybe.
That doesn't sound right. Gold Star.
Gold Star.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Gross.
Okay, is it still the cinnamony taste or is it different? Because I never tried it when I was there with Sellers because I was only there that one day.
Well, the thing is, Gold Star is not even based. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Yes, they are. Yeah, it's Gold Star.
Because there was one right down the road from the Skyline that I met Sellers at, and he was telling me he told me he actually likes Gold Star or likes to go to Gold Star more often than Skyline. I just didn't remember if he had said if it was kind of the same taste to the chili or if it was different taste.
I would imagine it's the same type of thing. I think it's Cincinnati style chili.
Yeah.
I don't think that I don't know this. I'm guessing. I'm guessing that the style is really just a Cincinnati style chili.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's just the way you make it there. And I think both companies, since they're based there, probably do it, have something similar.
Yep.
And I think this would look really nice on you. I think it's very complimentary.
The hoodie is nice.
That is a cool hoodie.
It's only $45.
I'll tell you that.
It's only what? 45?
Yeah, 45.
Wow. That's surprising for
I like how you just very nonchalant saying, "Oh, it's only 45."
Well,
I would expect it to be
you know who you're talking to, right?
75.
Yeah, like, are you high?
No, I'm saying, but I mean, you've seen his hat, right?
True.
45 is not a bad price for a hoodie.
I mean, this is the same man that, he doesn't use Kleenex. He uses $100 bills to wipe his nose,
No.
Some
I only
people
use
can't do
pennies
it.
for that.
So some people,
Dollar bills.
You what?
I only use fitties for those.
Oh, there's a
That
penny.
is not what I thought you said.
You only use pitties.
Fitties.
That's not what I thought. That's not what I thought he said. In either,
I think I know what you thought. I think I know what you thought he said.
If you know me, you know what I thought.
Mhm. Well, that is all that I have on the docket. So anything that you guys would like to discuss or talk about, floor is open.
I got nothing. I think I already talked about what I wanted to talk about today. So
Yep. Good show, guys.
Now, before we leave, there is one more thing we do have to go over.
Okay.
We're not going to do this tonight, but I want to tease what's coming tomorrow.
Interesting.
Because there was a certain game that went on Saturday, and I got a little bored at the time thinking of ideas of well, let me first rephrase that. There was a result that was about to happen that I thought was going to happen that I was going to make a bid off of,
Mhm.
and that did not happen, so I had to change it up a little bit. So on Tuesday, we're going to have an art exhibit.
Interesting.
We're going to have an exhibit. And, as you guys know, I'm a fan of museums. I'm a fan of the arts in general.
Absolutely.
So I am making an exhibit for tomorrow's show.
Someone's ride's getting pimped?
No, that is not. That's the wrong exhibit. We're going to be
Oh,
sued if you say that.
Sorry. Okay, my bad.
So I would like to introduce you to my new masterpiece. Soccer clubs that scored more points than Texas A&M this weekend.
Oof.
So join us tomorrow as we go over some of these teams by obscurity. And if you guys know me, I'm going to pull some leagues you've probably never seen before.
I like this. I'm very excited for this, boys.
Are we staying in one gender of soccer club, or are we?
We're not. We are just staying in one gender because at some point I had to stop it at some point because it was
You had
kind of
to
getting
stop.
out of hand.
There's
Because
like
it's
20
hurting my
teams.
heart. You maybe know where I'm going with this, but you're hurting my heart by leaving one club off.
Which one?
Chelsea women.
I didn't see a Chelsea women's score. Was that today?
Ooh, that was yesterday
Let me see about that.
against Liverpool women. In their
I saw
League
one
Cup.
for. I did see one for Bayern women, but I did not see.
I can't believe
Chelsea.
you just glossed over Chelsea. I'm a little hurt. You're still the GOAT, though. It's all good.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, Women's League Cup. That's why I didn't see it. But what do you mean making it about soccer meme? I mean, this is what the show is, Phil. But thank you for joining us tonight. I said we will be on tomorrow with Eric. We will be going over picks and also doing our. Oh man, I have a lot to do tomorrow. We got a picks. We've got a Gottlieb watch. We've got this. We've got a lot going on.
And this will be, last show of this
Yeah.
week.
But don't we say this every week where it's like we've got a really big show on Tuesday? It's like, when do we not have a big show on Tuesday?
True story.
It's like,
I mean-
this is going to be big. We act like it's something new, that it's going to be something big. I'm like, we're going like almost 3 hours every Tuesday anyway. So it's like, how is this something new? This is more the norm.
Okay, you're sounding like Prophet. I'd probably dial it back a little bit.
Chill, bro.
What are you talking about?
You're talking about going 3 hours already.
Oh, sorry. No, if I'm Prophet, I'm doing this.
Well, and we have 3 bowl games tomorrow.
We do have 3 bowl games, and we actually have to do a lightning round. We have to do a lightning pick tomorrow.
I love it.
because
I love it.
we're
I love it.
starting one before the bowl game starts an hour later.
Yep.
So it's going to be a fun episode for sure. But yeah, join us for tomorrow, and thank you for joining us tonight. We will catch you guys later.